Live on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hello. Welcome. We're a little bit late today's stream, but we're live on Twitch, but for good reason. Today is the Deathy Slam Content Creator Cup, which is super exciting. Your boy's on the official broadcast at 2 p.m. today. It's in about 11, 12, 1, 2, 4.5 hours. And I don't know what match I'm casting yet, but here are the teams of players. There are a total of 8. 4 of them will be making the playoffs tomorrow. They have been coached by Deadlock players, and what's really cool about this event is that every team has been somewhat balanced to make sure that there is some high-level players in one lane, medium skill level players in the middle lane, and the low-skill players / like new players are on one lane as well. So each team will have 2 new players, 2 medium skilled players, and 2 we've put time into this game on the far right lane, and they're kind of laning up against each other, which is kind of cool. They wanted to make sure there was no major mismatches and like people weren't just getting farmed for content, so that's pretty cool. And then overall, they have to come together as a team and play together. So the first series will be a group. It's going to be a best of 1, and then after that, after one team falls to loser bracket, it becomes best of 3s all the way through until we have a winner. Money is on SK's team. I think it's a good choice. They have a really good team. I do think quietly, if I were to pick a team here that would surprise me if they pulled off a W, I would look over at Team 7, Pure Content. And their official team name is, hang on, what is their official team name? I think I have this somewhere. I got this. For the Gen is their team name. Fine OK is a really talented player. DDK is pretty solid as well. I actually really enjoyed Pokey. He was playing Venator and a lot of like carries when I was on their scrim team. I think they're pretty solid. This team over here, Team 6, is like really swarmy. They're pretty good at it. And then there's a few of them that I haven't seen play, but I think in general it'll be good. There is a Marvel team here as well with Boger and Necros, which they're just inherently good at games, so that should be good. Do we play with Bongo? I don't know who Bongo is. Who's Bongo? Oh, yeah, I did play with Bongo. I didn't really hear him talk that much, to be honest. But yeah, we scrimmed with them for a few games. The one that we filled in for was DDK. But yeah, that tournament will be happening in a couple hours, and I'm really excited for it. So we'll do a watch party. We'll do comms about it. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this, skip maybe a couple of games. We're going to play some Doorman for a little bit, and then we'll get ready for the actual event because it goes live in about an hour and a half. And from there, I'm planning to do full commentary, man. I'm going to pull up some streams, watch some POVs, and just kind of give my thoughts about everything until probably about 1:30, because I think my call time is at 1:30, and then I have to bring down my stream. I am not allowed, sadly, to go onto the production and also stream without putting in like a 3-minute delay on or something, and then I have to like mute their comms and things like that. It's a little bit too much work, so I'll be on the official broadcast, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow for part 2. I think we're casting with Kurt today, which will be sick. The one and only. The one and only. Bro, I got a Drifter game yesterday, and like his early game is stupid strong. And then like, if you don't have any other carries on your team, you kind of just lose. Thought it was kind of interesting. He's really good at like getting into one-on-ones, but he cannot handle any pressure coming his way without like teamwork support. I was kind of surprised by him. Like compare that to like a Wraith or an Infernus or, you know, even a Warden who is kind of tanky. Kind of just get bodied. I thought you were going to be casting with Calder again today. That's in HOTS. I wanted to do Deadlock. I will choose Deadlock over HOTS any day. In terms of like growing right now, because one, I love Deadlock. Yeah, HOTS is great and all, but like HOTS had its time in the sun. You know, I'm ready to focus on some other stuff here and there. It be what it be. Okay, let's hop into it. Playing some Doorman. He wants to switch. Yeah, sure, I'll switch with you. That's fine. Yeah, I'll switch with you. That's fine. Okay. Okay, alright. Pause lock continues. You have a very quiet mic, Yamato. Oh my god, I heard...
Is that better, homie?
That's so much better, bro. What up?
What up?
What up, bro? Alright, and before this team gets toxic...
You kind of sound like a doorman.
I sound like a doorman?
Yeah, like you sound like you actually like stand by.
Welcome to the hotel. Enjoy.
Oh.
On the left, we have some lemon water for you. I sound like a doorman, apparently, chat. McGinnis Rim. This is gonna be a pushing lane. Oof. And it begins. What about the next one's on when they have content for HOTS? Can't wait. Can't wait. I hope. I love complimentary water bottle, same. I might actually focus McGinnis the entire game because she has no stamina. And I want to get resets constantly. Got my extra charge. Gonna throw out my bell. It's time to be a doorman. Don't mind me, I'm a doorman. Hi, friends.
You're not welcome here.
Got him. A delivery. I've been working on getting better at my headshots with this character. New Trikslyr singer. I'm a doorman. That's right. I'm a doorman. Doing doorman things in a doorman world. I'm going to go farm, Yamato. Good luck.
I'll deal with the hooligan.
Gotten really efficient at farming that small camp without taking damage. You can peek around the corner if you would like and minimize damage. It's nice. Very nice.
Overstayed your welcome.
Mystic Burst! Don't mind me, just blowing out lanes and stealing all the farm. Not a big deal.
Such wonders I will gift from the
Oops,
darkness.
that's not what I meant to do. I need you to relax, McGinnis. What'd you buy? It's in a magazine. She wants long fights. She wants long fights. To do long fight things.
Enjoy.
Very, very important to kill turrets in the early game.
Someone's using that noodle.
Got some Kingdom Hearts music this morning, chat. There was a rumor that Kingdom Hearts 4, I was reading an article about it, I don't know if it's true or not, but I live in content creator world, so, you know, I'm here to spread rumors and lies. Apparently there was a complete rework on Kingdom Hearts 4, and it slowed down the entire studio, and that's why we haven't heard news on it in a while. Apparently, Disney requested that the entire franchise goes after their live-action movies instead of the animations and cartoons. Now, here's the problem with this statement that I read. It was on April Fool's. So I don't know if it was rage bait. I'm assuming it was. Can you explain Kingdom Hearts lore? Yeah, man. Simple.
Mid buffs.
Yeah, I'm going right.
Going low.
Ooh, they got it instantly.
You're not welcome.
Rim's coming to you. I'm clearing for ult.
You've overstayed
coming into ult.
I got my ult.
Got rim.
I'll do what I can.
Good job.
What compliment,
Buddy.
No problem, feller. Do 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 do. No, God, please, no, I'm about to rage. Yeah, I feel like it was bait, honestly.
I see a furnace.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
I see mirage.
This should help.
I don't want to stay here. I just wanted to help.
Enjoy.
Oh, no.
Hayes, your camp on the right is weaker if you want to clear that out.
Oh my god, I'm alive.
I don't want to take damage because I have extra regen hitting from my boots right now.
This little bitch dies.
I'll deal with the hooligan.
I have ult in a second here. I have to clear the bins and then go.
Oh, he was weak.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had to clear out the canvas too low.
Yeah, that was my bad.
You're not welcome here.
Center's repping 10. I want to be on them, so his rim will probably try to steal him.
The Baroness awaits.
I have a rim over here if you're interested.
I'm doing the center.
No worries, 2 centers. Double center is the one that I'm terrified of him taking.
Go take it.
I need to buy real quick and then I will.
Taken our green guardian.
Can I get this lane?
I won't lie. I don't know what that does.
Hey, you're good.
It says, oh, thanks for buying.
Arigato! Hey, lady, good morning. Oh, rim's here. I stopped him, we're chilling.
Yeah, she back.
Hell yeah, man.
Stay at the Baroness.
Fuck you, Rim. You ain't taking our shit, bruh. What's up, Todome? How are ya? Tudome. Welcome to stream. I can't do both of these. I don't have enough HP. I am healing, and then I will come in the middle if the tower's still alive. If not, no worries.
Destroyed the guardian on blue.
You're looking to survive. You came to the right place.
Is that a new chatter chat? Oh my god. Everyone say hi.
Allow me to deal with them.
Demolition time.
Enjoy your stay.
And furnace is missing.
The blue walker is under attack.
Deep water, they now find themselves in.
Fuck that little rat, bro.
I made a mess.
Good job, Yamana. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I will alert the Baroness about this. Bum 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 bum. You're playing the Deathy Slam? I'm casting it. I have an official match that I'm casting at 2, and then I'll be doing a watch party on my own. Mostly because I'm just trying to work on my casting game for it in general. But yeah, I'm excited too. Must be some good shit.
Calico's missing.
A blue walker is under attack.
I'm coming, yellow boys.
Infernus is missing.
You don't have ults for word.
Well, we get a quick 3-on-1.
Let's take out that.
Go in, Hayes.
Oh no! He's so low! I have ult and A. If we stay here, get the pressure up, Flash. Oh shit, McGinnis is here? That's no fun. Oh shit, brother. Should have probably backed up for that. I think I missed slowing hex. This McGinnis is being a hoe, okay? Officially. Uh-oh. Push blue hard, that's 3 on yellow. I'm going to help defend.
They've taken our yellow.
He's gonna parry this. I'm mid punch.
Nah,
Yeah, get
just,
punchy?
turn to the left.
Listen, you sub to my stream, I let you live. Just kidding, you die.
He's a hoe, and I want that known. Like, I see why he got punched in the nuts.
He swears to Allah he will sub. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm gonna try and miss this parry or hit because he's gonna parry it. Yeah. There it is. What?
I see Infernus.
I want to run the urn, boys.
She's under attack.
Let's take out Infernus.
There's 3 here.
Nice escape, I saw that. I'm just running urn. If you can get out, get out. Oh god. I'm not having a good time.
No way. Did you got me?
I have another one over here if you want it. Right here on the ground.
Passage.
Yellow.
Come in yellow.
Headed to yellow.
Probably hold, but they're back up.
Bullet dance is on cooldown. Ready to use item.
Hello?
Hey.
Housekeeping?
Hey,
A green
Hey.
walker is under attack.
relax.
Why the whole team?
I don't know, but I'm turning the urn in.
Backing up.
Benedicta, can you get ready? I think there's one person behind me. Just keep an eye on me. I can dunk it. Yeah, can you engage that Mirage? Go hard.
I see the enemy.
Calico's here.
I'm coming.
I'm ready to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she was just there hidden. I didn't realize she was there. Unlucky. Fuck me, dude. That's unfork. There was 4 on the far left, and the other 2 committed to the right when you're doing middle. I don't think I have a good macro team this morning, chat. Oh my god. My team looks terrified to play the video game this morning. Ugh. Puke. Alright, well, I have to play better. Hate that.
Broadway is under attack.
I'll get you set.
Yeah, Calico here if you're interested.
You rang?
I went too early. Idiot. No fucking way she lives. I'm so sad about this.
I haven't forgot what you did.
He almost cooked us. I had to watch out for her
Walker is under
to parry me. I got Mirage here if you're interested.
I see Mirage.
A gift from. Oh, don't run.
Nice.
I do hate killing the guests.
I need 42 badly, but we're gonna go ahead and grab some cooldown reduction. I'm low on HP, so there's a good chance people want to try and fight me.
I see the enemy.
Speaking of people want to fight me, there's a Calico there. You lost Blue Walker? Shit. No one's gonna soak this? Okay. I will soak it. Doorman shouldn't be getting all this money, bruh. I'm more of a picker.
Allow me to.
They give me money, yeah, I'll burst them more, but I'll fall off hard in the late game if I have all the money. Not good. Not a winning scenario.
Coming east.
You guys push middle during this. Ooh, Rim. Yo, someone get blue. There's a Rim back here, though. I have Rim. If anybody wants this Rim kill, come get it.
I'll get blue. I'll get blue.
I see Mirage.
Rim here. You want to help?
Should help.
Yeah, always come kill Rim. You took my fucking big bag! You took my fucking big bag! I'm just kidding, I don't really care.
Every orb is Lash's orb.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't think about that angle. Bro, every Rim has like literally $1,200 on them all the time. It's crazy.
The urn has been dropped.
Destiny awaits. You've overstayed your welcome. You rang?
Oh, Grim's a little fucking greedy goblins? True. You're not wrong.
Push up yellow, one more wave.
How long have you been playing Deadlock? I recently just hit 800 hours. I took a year off because the game kind of got boring when it was like early access alpha because it was like a bunch of mouse ones, and I like playing ability resource trading characters in MOBAs. But their last 12 characters that come out have really revigorated my enjoyment of this game.
Allow me to. Trivial display of power.
I see Infernus.
They destroyed our Green Walker.
Yeah, the game was just a little too focused on like, can you pew pew hard? Yo, can I get help middle?
The spirit element is waiting to be killed.
Dude, my team does not care about middle lane at all. Yeah, I guess we're trying there. I forget you're turning. I'm chill. Nice. But like I'm a macro resource kind of guy in MOBAs. Like I love like manipulating people to lose through the map. That's what I find really enjoyable. So this last patch has been phenomenal for me. I'm not a fight.
Let me show you upstairs.
Going to shop.
Gift from Berenice.
Oh, he's ulting. I'm out. Yo, They're grouping pretty hard, boys. Either push the lanes or start grouping with us if you could. Sorry, Yamato, you've been baited by me twice this game. Please forgive me. I didn't realize how run it down they were. Like they're just running down middle right now. You can keep pushing, Mo. Just split.
I think they're coming for me, and I got $1,000 in my pocket.
All right, that's fair.
Speedy Lush?
Blood is ready to be spilt.
I'm behind you.
I'm afraid to commit to things. I have my ult in 4. There's 3 here in the middle lane. Do we have anyone here or no?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm here.
Fuck. Hate that.
Allow me to deal with them.
Nice work.
You got you grouped all our turrets up. It makes it way easier.
The Baroness.
I got Mirage comp.
Guardian's a pain in the ass. Oh no, Infernus.
Get ready
is
for
here.
Mirage here on the right, guys.
Infernus is gonna kill you. You have to get out.
No way, he doesn't die.
No! I hate my team. My team is incredibly terrified to do anything useful. Why is that? Looks like they had a rough early game. Guess that makes sense. They have like PTSD, huh?
The rooftops call.
Oh my god. Well, good news is we got damage on the walker. I'm starting to think we got the lower end of skill on our side. Okay, we need to go into full farm doorman, I guess, and wait for things to happen. I keep trying to force fights, and I keep getting them favorable fights, but they just straight up just don't deliver. So, we must stop trying that, because all it will do is cause us to lose.
Bullet dance is on cooldown.
Yeah, we'll just let Hayes farm up and hit her ult.
I'll deal with the hooligan.
And before they blame Doorman, I seem pretty chill.
I see Calico.
There's 3 yellow.
A gift from the Baroness. You're not
Like, they're overly focusing on lanes, keeping them alive. Wait, let's hit this ram.
They've taken our yellow walker.
the Baroness.
I got him, Mo. Get ready.
I see the enemy.
Why does everyone keep taking the big balls from me? Also, can you guys clip that? That was a great play.
I'll take you to your room.
You out?
I think so. They have escalating exposure and a few other items. Dispel magic would be really huge here, especially with Infernus and Mirage.
For sure.
Someone's gonna be blaming the country. It ain't gonna be you.
Sure.
Do we want this fight middle? I can get on her.
Do it. I think she's alone anyway. Not alone, but
Face me and die.
Splendid job.
I can re-engage in 3. We can look at mid-boss, actually. Let's do it. We have really good control for it. And I have my full combo. If I catch anyone, just come over and help me with it. Mo and Krill, you should be the one to try and finish it.
A gift from the Baroness.
I'm coming. I don't have ult or anything, but I'm still going.
There's 3 here.
Bladen Swallows sent. Hi, Trick.
Hi.
I noticed you doing your duty
I don't know
for
why
the
he's
Emperor yesterday. But your duty should never end. Looking forward to the next mission.
I got Infernus over here. Just finish it, finish it, finish it, and then we'll get Infernus. Nice job. Let's clear our ways and get him pushed. I'm coming for that ram.
No more rejuves.
To the Baroness.
I got ram here.
I see the
I'm backing all the way up.
McGinnis is coming, so careful.
Take out Rev.
All good. Let's take the jungle.
Dance is almost
Good
ready.
kills. I totally missed what you were trying to fight. That was a very, very important fight, Layden. But thank you for the tips. And I heard something about Space Marine too. Holy shit, that shit was fun. That was a good game. Ram here.
Get out of there. Get out
Yeah,
of there.
yeah, I'm out,
right
I'm
now.
out.
They're coming.
I'm out.
I see someone appreciates fine craftsmanship.
I can re-engage in 5. The centers are about to be up.
I'm right on the cusp of a big buy. I don't really want to fight right now at all.
That's good comms. I'm cool with that.
Enjoy.
They're on their centers. Falco's coming for me.
I'll get you
I have her.
I'm coming.
You rang.
Oh, their whole fucking team.
Yep.
5 here.
Need to buy Ricochet.
I'm out.
I have Ricochet ult and Warpstone and shit.
Hell yeah. I can force a fight in 50. I'm gonna go grab our double centers. That whole jungle look farmable here.
Yeah, I'm eating camps.
Allow me to be open. A gift from the Baroness.
I see McGinnis.
Coming to help him again.
I see McGinnis.
She's slowed.
She's in the mid pit. Yeah, I
Coming
slept her
down?
here. She has metal skin.
I got 2 green.
Can't really kill her very well.
They're probably coming your way now.
2 yellow.
I got Mirage after this.
Mirage,
He still has
Mirage,
tornado, so be
Mirage.
careful.
In mid. Whoever's here.
He's gonna have tornado, be aware.
Mirage.
Slowing hexed him.
Nice.
I gotta go, dude. I'm burning.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Nice. 2
I got
picks.
him.
We should push our waves and get walkers off this. I'm coming in yellow.
Far from my
I have
allies.
ult. There's 2 on yellow.
There's like 3. There's 3 coming.
Yeah, let's fight him. Can we get this? We can let Benji clear middle. I'm behind
I
him.
still have ult after all this, so if
I'm
there's,
literally
like,
on them right
any
here.
people grouped at all, I can
I'm running to
eviscerate them.
you.
I'm coming.
I gotta hit
Coming,
my
Doorman.
boost back.
Oh
Go-
fuck! There's
Coming. I'm coming with
Wait,
you.
does he have a big sack?
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna lock him down.
He's ulting.
I'm gonna ult him on that so he wastes it. Behind me though.
Perfect. Oh fuck, that's less than perfect. I'm ulting Warden. I obliterated them. I got 800.
Okay, I need help.
And so the blood begins to flow down Manhattan.
Storman, you almost have ult again.
Yes, I do. Where's he at, Temple?
Go, go, go. Infernus, Infernus, Infernus.
He's silenced.
I'll flank him.
He's going to the walker.
Yeah, I'll flank him. I'm behind.
Flame dash like a bot.
Welcome here.
He's low. Mo's got him. I have Mirage. I got Mirage over here.
Come from Mirage. Oh fuck, Calico's on us, Calico's on us, Calico's on us. Let's take the walker.
I'm out.
I'm going for Calico, I'm going for Calico.
Nice. There's a McGinnis behind you guys. But I think you just keep pushing and get the shrines here. Honestly. I'm slowing down McGinnis.
Wait, where's McGinnis? I can come kill her.
Nah,
Oh,
she's gonna
in
go.
the fucking base.
Yeah, just leave.
We get base guardians, then we back off.
Yeah. Can you Yamato and Mo push
Oh,
out
wait,
waves?
wait, they're killing themselves.
Okay. I'm here. I'm on the
I
side.
slept Guinness. I have cancer. I have cancer. I have cancer. I have cancer.
I'm pushing him back. It's just Warden.
They took out Haze.
Okay, Warden kind of sniped me. There's a big bag in the jungle. Thorman, you want to get that shit?
Nope.
Someone get that shit.
I'm about to eat my ass.
Pull back.
Mid's in 40 seconds. Any kills you get now are huge. Nice.
Nice.
No quarter will be given.
Go out there and impose your will.
Oh, and blue. Blue's getting auto-sieged.
Alright, we're heading farm. Take whatever jungle you can, and buy power spikes. Be ready for that boss. We got Lashul and Mo. We should be able to take this boss easy. I see Infernus middle. Do we want it? No one's here. No worries. I hear one over here. I'm getting him. Come.
I'm on my way.
It's Calico.
I'm just gonna preemptively start mid. I'm just gonna start mid.
Let's
You
do
guys
it.
can
Go,
just
go, go.
Get the blue walker or something, or just push the blue wave as I'm doing it.
We need people on mid boss. Just careful, don't die here. If they're there defending, just come to mid boss. I don't have ult, but I have knockdown and shit.
We got Lash ult.
Yep. I'm gonna try and hit Infernus with stuns.
I have my ult as well, so as long as I don't get cancelled, anyone that comes near me dies.
Infernus is here. Mo, you should ult him. Uh oh. Huge ult by Lash. Huge ult Ash. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna push out yellow. Let's push out our lanes and take the base, yeah? I see Warden over here. Anyone interested?
I'm low-key taking their centers. Sorry, I went the opposite way. Well,
Hang on, I'm trying to slow
taking
him.
our centers, then taking
I got
theirs.
Warden.
Going full greed.
Oh, he's running around. He's probably gonna zoop out. He's in the back left corner.
I'll get green.
Yeah, he's right there.
Warden.
I like it.
I'll send them
He's still in the corner. I'm just waiting for him.
Can you get the urn after you're done chasing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got him.
I'm pushing green, so it'll be easier.
Sounds good.
It's in their spot.
We got Walker off of that just by them running over to defend.
Okay, I'm gonna send green to their base, then we can do their urn.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna buy after this.
What's happening mid? Rem is egoing really hard.
Oh, Mo, you should back out, bro. You shouldn't be up there. Oh my god, I get the kill. Never mind.
Mirage TP'd over here.
All right,
There's 3 of them on Mo, and I don't have ult.
Let's take out
we're on the way.
They would all die if I had it, but I don't have it. They're all in such a fucked position right now. If anyone's there, we can kill them all.
We have numbers. We're coming in.
Go, 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 go. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. I just don't have my ult, so it's really bad for me.
It's over. It only gets worse from here.
I'm just gonna lock down the Inverness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Everyone get ready for the Inverness.
Gulp. He's dead anyway. What's it even matter?
Nice.
Forgot what you did.
Did we get Ern?
I got it, yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
All right, let's clear the shrines.
McGinnis is doing whatever that is.
Dwarven the Demon, I love it so much.
Okay, phase 2 then back. Calico is doing random shit. Okay, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Yo, sit around this corner. Trust, 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 trust. Stay here, stay here, stay here. This always works. They never expect it. Just shh, secret time, secret
Okay,
time.
Lash, it's up to you, I promise.
I'm going to ult the first person I see. Moan Krill ult the second one, and we focus whoever's available.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Copy, I got
Roger that.
silence.
This is evil.
I got the Inverness.
That's evil.
Nah, worth.
No, it
Alright,
is
Furnace
worse.
is
Fucking Furnace.
dead.
I got Rim comboed.
Oh, okay, that hit
Rim's
all
coming
of
down.
us.
Get
That's
Rim.
not great. They didn't do anything with
Flash
it.
got combo.
Okay, good, 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 great, fantastic, amazing.
We call it the Chinese bush meta in Heroes of the
You're
Storm.
going to die.
We can end.
Allow me to deal with them.
Comboing Rim.
I'm kind of in
Yes,
critical condition. Well, actually, not as in critical condition as Lash is. I have ult though.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Good job, Hayes. GG's.
GG, guys.
GG guys, well done. Thanks for the carry.
Not bad. Why can't my streamer lash like that? I will lash like that eventually. I will. Trust. Bro, I fucking love Dormian so much. He's so fun, dude.
Like fish in a barrel.
Did we clip that? Did we clip that, guys? That should be a TikTok, bro. Okay, I got time for maybe one more game. Tournament starts in 40 minutes, chat. Do we do one mo? One mo? We'll be on time, right? Boom, 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 boom. I wouldn't risk it. These games can run long. But then what do? I just sit here for 45 minutes? I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be fine, bro. It's fine, dude. It's okay. It's all good. We cook them. Do what we can. Do 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 boop boop boo do boop boop boo do boop boop boo do do. Holy moly, communication. Isn't it nice when everyone talks? So how'd you find our stream, to do meow? Welcome, my man, welcome. Dude, what do I do for lunch today? I think I have like a leftover burrito. Why does Billy feel so weak in my hands? I don't know. Billy's weird. Because, like, Billy is strong when you understand the combat triangle of parry, light melee, heavy melee, right? But also, he has some damage baked into his bash ability, so if you gotta hit ones on people and work in light attacks to keep that extra damage, and you get 10% extra damage for shooting him if you hit them, right? So you gotta, like, find the nuance between working those in and also not getting rebuttaled, you know? It's a lot of parry baiting, honestly. I feel like Billy is kind of like a high-level character all the way through. Kind of really gotta understand what to do with him. You can't just run it down on Billy. In my opinion. People will definitely punish you. Alright, chat, one more game and then we start casting the tournament. Let's do it. Let's get in there. Do. Haze. I kind of prefer being with Warden, but if you think it's impossible, I'll trade with you. What do you think?
Me and Hayes are like duoing.
Oh, you guys are like BFFs and in love and stuff and clean each other's belly buttons.
They kiss all the
Okay.
time.
All right. I understand. I
You know we
understand.
clean each other's belly buttons.
Hell yeah, dude. That's cute. That's cute, bro. All right, Lash. You and I are friends now. I'll clean your belly button if we win. Ah, the silent type. I'm into that. Not really, actually. I hate silent people. Nothing worse than saying I love you and they just stand there and stare at you. What's wrong with you? What the how did both those get denied? Excuse me? This guy just flawlessly turned around and scared me. Like it was the easiest thing he's ever done in his life. I'm buying Mr. Lash. I'm the doorman.
I don't know what that does, but my kids
I'm here to wave clear. I'm the doorman. Here I go again. Alright, Lash, you're trying really hard to deny. We need to get in there, bro. You got your headshot booster yet?
Just as many.
Are you? Okay, good to know. You're a gamer. This guy sounded over it. I'm not gonna talk to him anymore. I can't be depressed going into my next match of casting, you know? Oh, shit! We got a bond, bro! We got a bond! You wanna see the camp? Okay.
This is a very different Lash from our last game.
Yeah, he's kind of just chilling.
My Lash DC 5 minutes into last game after blaming me for not sucking off a paradox.
Whoa, there's still 2.5 more minutes for that to happen, bro. You just cursed it. Why would he do that to us?
Well, like, luckily there isn't a paradox to like nonsensically blame onto, so.
Yo, can someone in chat clip that parry? Chat, are we getting clips? I need them, man. Our clips are doing so well lately, man. We had a really good one from Zexus yesterday. Bum 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 bum. Ow.
Move along, please.
That was a shit ton of damage. What the fuck? That was insane. Oh my god, Mirage is overtuned.
You've overstayed your welcome.
We are getting regen, boys.
Medic, stop
Mostly because Mirage is insane right now, and I can't afford to get poked out. Not good for our health.
This should help.
Ooh, nice. We're pretty ahead right now. If we don't die, we can definitely ult them immediately, Lash. Rim's going around getting boxes. I'm gonna go fuck with him.
I see the enemy.
You ready?
Mirage gone.
Rim is very low.
Allow me to deal with them. Be on.
Camp is up, but I don't have my bell. Fuck. That's insane. I can't believe he actually gave up the camp to chase me down there. That feels bad. Oh, he went spirit build, Lash. Oh my god, nice job, brother.
A gamer.
You've overstayed your welcome.
I was expecting he had like headshot build, but nope, he's been going spirit.
No one resists the call of the Baroness.
Come middle for kills. We can graves. Turn around and grab 7. Ult's down. Get ready for 7. Nice job. Nice. 2 kills. Seven just spawned. Nice, Haze.
I can't hold this.
It's okay, if you have to give it up, give it up. We got 2 kills and a Guardian middle. I'm on the way though. Bro, was over. Thank you, Autocast.
I see a furnace.
Thank you for clips, guys. They've been such a pleasure to edit at night. Like, it literally makes me so happy to look back at like what we've been doing and popping off.
Wait, how the fuck did Mo heal so much off that?
Mo has insane burst. He has Mystic Burst.
Bro.
Yeah, okay, he heals like crazy.
Fucking busted.
Sinners are up. I have ult and 5 Lash, so I'm gonna sit on this.
You're not welcome here.
If there's 3 or 4 people around, you could essentially get a whole health bar.
Swing by anytime.
This Mirage is up on me. I'm gonna hold him. They'll have a tornado out of this, be careful.
They're near.
Time to get out of here.
Oh shit. They just left. Okay, take the Guardian.
Housekeeping.
That was a good escape by them. Good luck with game. Thanks, bruh. We win these. Don't worry. We in there.
Wow.
Mirage plays like a little biatch, which is fair. It's what his playstyle is on that character. He sees any danger, he's out, bro. Oh, nice. Rims on our double centers. We should take this.
Let's push Greenwich. I see Mirage.
Nice.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
I want a gun buff. He and his Lash are cooking together. Holy shit. Double centers. Rims here. I'm going for it. I got him. If anyone's interested.
Allow me to be your guide. A gift from the Baroness.
Go on yellow.
Nice.
Good job.
Boost yellow. Complement each other nicely, don't we?
We need to clip all rim kills. And just make it into a 3-minute clip.
Demo, you got that already?
Dude, the moment you like just focus on rims, you will see they are the greediest fucks in video games. And this is why I build melee rim. Because melee rim could win that fight. But for some reason, if you show up to a rim who is stealing shit, and you look them in the eye, they'll want to fight you. And then you can just kill them. You can just kill them. And then you get free money. Every rim has like $1,000 on it. It's crazy. They have no self-control. They're just greedy fucks. All of them. Thank you, Layden.
Coming ward.
By the way, is Xerix in chat? Xerix said yesterday he's taking a break from Deadlock. I was kind of curious what caused that. Bro's kind of insane. What is this Creator Cup? Creator Cup, I'm casting it. I'm not playing in it, but it is a content creator tournament that will be happening today. I'm casting and analyzing. What I'm playing right now is just warming up. I'm just playing some Doorman. I'm doing an A to Z series on YouTube, and Doorman's next on the list, so I'm getting good at him. Bum 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 bum. Welcome. Yeah, we'll be casting in about 30 minutes. He keeps getting put off Graves and matchmaking into Mo and Krill. Yeah, but Graves is the most popular character right now. Surely he's not chasing, is he? No, he's not. Graves is really, really popular.
Mouse coming yellow.
What time? 30? Yeah, 30 minutes. 30 minutes when the tournament's happening. And then I'll be officially casting on the broadcast at 2, but I'm just doing my own analysis and replay until my match pops up. So it'll be fun. Oh, this motherfucker.
I see the enemy.
Damn, he just stole my centers. I know where that goes.
Blue needs help.
Where'd you go, you fuck? Where'd you go, you little rat? There he is. I got Rim here in blue if anyone's interested. Oh, you can keep pushing lanes, no worries.
You've overstayed your welcome.
Anyways, you can clip on YouTube. Is that useful? I haven't figured it out, but yeah.
Allow me to do
If you drop it in Discord, it'll be a lot easier for me. I don't know how to see that on my end on YouTube, but I will figure that out. I actually totally forgot you can clip on YouTube. There might be some clips there that I could use. Thinners are up. You can grab those. Rim stole a couple of our centers, so let's make sure we're on top of it. I'll try and lock them down more.
enjoy. You're not welcome here.
Headed to green.
Gift from the Baroness.
I got unprofessionally tilted from an Apollo last night. Decided maybe I should take a break if I'm getting that tilt. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's the right play to do, man. This game can be incredibly tilting. I mean, you guys see me tilted in matchmaking all day, every day. Nothing wrong with that.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Rotating over to yellow.
Let's take out Krill. We have you now.
Wait.
Here. Be gone.
Nice.
Headed to Broadway.
Middle lane needs help, guys? I don't mind soaking that, but it's not good for me to get a lot of money. Someone can keep an eye on that lane. I'd rather be on Warden or Haze or Viper, who can actually do damage. Okay, let's get our fortitude. We're roaming really well. I've never seen Trick tilt. Thank you for closing your ears and eyes when you watch the stream. I definitely get fucking tilted, bro. Absolutely. I wish I could lie to myself and say I was perfect. I am not. Not anymore, man.
I'll take you to
I got Mo and Krill here if anyone's interested.
Holy speed.
enjoy.
Yellow guys.
That's why you push the lane after someone goes behind you into your side, because they have nowhere to go. I'm rotating over to yellow. I'm behind them. I don't know where they're at. I'll start working on Walker. I'm going around the back.
Death is coming.
What am I doing? Nailed it.
They destroyed the Guardian on green.
Bye-bye, blue.
Hold on, I don't. Not yet.
Enjoy.
It's over for your boy. We lose these, chat. We're alive.
This should help. Right this way. Destiny awaits.
Where am I? We're out! The Great Escape.
They're right below me. 4 of them right below me.
I'm coming yellow.
I'm nowhere near you guys, but good luck. I believe in you.
It's just Mo underground and Furnace in the alley.
Yeah, Mo's down here.
Mo's just farming right below.
Okay. You've been vegging out in Enshrouded. Enshrouded's a great game. That was probably my favorite survival game to date that I've played. Although, The Legend of California was really endearing. I'm actually really excited for that game's release. I'm going to their Double Centers, Warden. Keep an eye on me. I'll have a door. If you want to come in, I'll let you know. Oh, there's no centers here. You got them already.
It's an honor to be of service.
Oh, they quit. Wait, what the hell? They quit. Wait, why'd he quit?
Oh.
Why baby mode? Wait, why'd he quit out? Surely you're not. No, you stay here, friendo. You stay here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
You ready? Shall we? Open the passage.
What? What? Yeah. Nailed it.
This should help.
I have been making some miraculous escapes this game. Holy shit, bro. I'm sad that it ended and everyone's quitting out. I was cooking. Did you just climb Doorman's door? Yeah, you can climb on the ledge on top of it and stand on it.
They only have one shrine left.
Doorman's fucking sick. Oh, thank you, Insol. Appreciate it, man. There's so much to learn in this game. That's same, dude. Like, it's just every game that I just feel better or smoother, you know. I fuck up some kind of movement, and I'm like, oh, I can play better. Game is legitimately just a blast.
Honestly, it's lame to make you do it this way. Just get sit. Why are we still playing? Dude,
I'm throwing the rim out. Get ready. Okay. There it is. Unlucky. Sleepy time. GG boys.
Sorry.
That sucks for them. I wonder why that person quit out. I missed it. Did he say why he quit out?
I couldn't imagine that going any better.
Why'd he go full baby mode? Yo, how do you scroll up on this? Can you not scroll up? Oh, here we go. You can hold tab if you hit this. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, I figured it out. You have to hold tab, then hit enter, and then go in. Bro said low key and hard DC'd. Huh. Yeah, he just said low key and then quit out. Interesting. Yeah, you have to hit tab, then hit enter, and then scroll up. It's a lot of work, but doable. Alright, well, tournament's in 18 minutes, chat. So, maybe we chill and get ready for this tournament. We'll see if it's live yet. Not yet. Not yet, but we're getting there. Let's see here. Bum da 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 do do. Allow coaches and voice chat muted for content. Allow coaches and voice chat while muted for content. Yeah, that's fine. Why not? Sounds good to me. Okay, let's see here. What is the first match being commentated? Let me have a look-sees. Looks like the first match is gonna be Shy Hung Alphas versus the Cube. Shy Hung Alphas is Connor Eats Pants team. Coach Bashi Pop. Oh, Bashi Pop's like one of the highest rated players in the game. Lazy Dog, Silent Throat, Connor, Habibi, and Zoil. And then the Cube is the next team. Which the next team is... The Cube is Paz, Laura, Cypherlock, Joey, Sleep, and Ashton. Team Goober. So Team 4 versus Team 8 will be the first casted match of the day. Dan Furnace was a bum. Yeah, sorry DC'd on you. Unlucky, bro. That does suck. Okay, so that's that. I kind of want to cast a Sagem match. What do we think, chat? Do we cast over what is on the official broadcast for game number 1? Or, and I would have to do it through their POVs, so I'd pull up 4 streams and just jump between the POVs and cast off of their POVs. It would be Sagem, SK. Who are they facing off against? Let me look here real quick. They would be against Ido as asleep. So it would be Team Ido. Team Ido. Bum 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 bum. Which is which team? Average Jonas, Justine, and Deathy, Dotto, Ascross, and Carrie Caitlin. Could you guest stream them? What do you mean? Like observe it? I don't know how to run the replay in this game, actually. It's really hard. I've actually, every time I've casted, I've been off of a player, so I would just pull up 4 streams and cut between them all. Like Wednesday? Oh, co-stream with them all? No. I don't know any of these people, and they would not stream together with me. But I am going to try and co-stream with the official broadcast. I already sent them a message. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of moving parts in this tournament, so I'm kind of expecting things to just kind of happen, you know? Okay, let me see. Are they all getting ready for the cast? I need to get some water, chat. IFK are gonna be okay. Can you guys handle each other? Ooh, I have another Dashi here. Let me look at this. I don't want to show that on the stream. It's about all the players here. Let's see. Who do we want to know about on this event? DDK, Quake Pro. Oh my god, I got a lot of information on these guys. Been playing for 18 months, but not too seriously. It is crazy the amount of people and what different games they play. So here's the games of the players, the main games of the players that are playing. Valorant, Marvel Rivals, Creative Director of Warframe is playing. Wait, who is that? Rebecca Ford? Rust, Overwatch support, Dark and Darker, Diamond and League of Legends, Dead by Daylight, TF2, Quake, Smash Brothers, Apex Legends, Team Fortress 2, Smite. I don't know. I didn't mean to laugh at that. I just didn't expect Smite. Deadlock is my first MOBA. Slay the Spire, I'm Grandmaster in it. Overwatch World Cup. Spellbreak was Carrie Caitlin's favorite game. Damn, dude. I love how much Deadlock is bringing people together. Are you doing homework at the last minute? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I didn't know who I was casting until last minute, and although I do enjoy casting, I have a full stream to run, man. I can't just sit here and study 6 different players on 8 different teams. So, we're doing it live, bro. That's where I'm at. I would much rather play Deadlock. What's up, Seth? How you been, bro? How'd the ADHD test go a while ago? Bruh. I didn't even get to do it. I told you guys it was work. Hey, we're starting! 15 minutes till game time, chat. 15 minutes. All right, let me run to the restroom real quick, get some water, and then we are going to gear up for some matches. You been good? Good, Seth. Good. Let me guess, you walked in and they said, yep, no. So I was going to get, you need to talk to a therapist to get ADHD medicine or whatever. So I signed up for it. They had me call, so I called. And they were like, okay, so you need to go to this website, sign this website, do not call us for 2 weeks. Call us in 2 weeks. And then tell us the link that was given to you on the website. And then we will get you scheduled. And I was like, I'm good. And I just hung up the phone. Do you have ADD or do you want Adderall? I mean, I have focus issues. But I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys see me on stream. I get fucking crazy. I have focus issues and I have sleep issues. But I don't know if that's just being human. So I wasn't going to get checked out, but it was work. So I gave up on it. I did try Adderall when I was younger, illegally, of course, for a Halo tournament, and I was up for 72 hours straight. I think I like, napped, but like literally up for 3 days. And it was the most focused I've ever been in my life. It was awesome, but also scary. New kit, let's go. Look at this, dude. The graphics looking sweet. Alright, first game is For the Gin versus Tank Busters, Macro Monsters, and the Big Earners. I'm eating some chia seed right now. Oh my god, I love it. What a fun hiding place. I think these are all the college people. Yeah, they're the college games. Alright, I'm down. These are my new favorite food, chat. They're called Chia Squeeze Vitality Snack. This one's strawberry banana. That's just 70 calories of chia seeds mixed with flavoring. Oh my god, I love it. I've been downing these like a child every day. I love chia seeds, but like, they're such a preemptive food, right? You kind of have to like, you have to kind of do them 12 to 24 hours in advance, and then they kind of, because they soak up everything, right, water-wise, they kind of get mushy if you let them sit too long, so you can't make too many batches. And these things are just so yummy. I don't know how they've nailed it. Where'd you get it? I get it from Costco. We go to Costco once a month. Do you know what's casting the mainstream trick? We have a rotation of casters. I will be casting at 2 p.m. So the first cast is probably... Oh, let's find out. I'll go look. Let me look. Let me check. You're gonna be on the lookout? Yeah, I think I think my girlfriend has ordered a few more flavors. They have a few flavors. They're worth it, Laser. For the first cast, it's Admiral and Soren to start it off. Damn, Soren's on a lot of analysts here, actually. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, bruh. For the second cast, it's Tempo, and I don't know this other fella. And then it's me and Kurt for the third series. What's this magical Costco thing we're talking about? Chia seeds, bruh. The chia squeeze. Some seedy thing. Yes, sir. He's legit. You buy a thing of chia seeds, one, put them on your oats. Makes sense. Did you say you and Turk are casting together? No, Turk could not be an esports caster. But the dude would just start yelling slurs every couple hours when he gets confused. Can't do that on a broadcast. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Hand on the delay button. Yeah, you would need to have somebody like silently muting him the entire time. Oh my god, that Pucka ult was amazing. Holy crap. Holy sh... That was insane. I hadn't seen that one before. What an outplay. These are good clips. Why your play is not here? Because you guys don't clip them. These are all professional players, bro. I haven't played any of these. Oh my god, the parry off. Oh my god, the parry off. Shiver me timbers. Are the games best of one? Did anyone answer that? Best of one for first round. BO3 after. Pokelaw has fine okay on it. And DDK. Parry off or parry prof? I like it. I like it, Layden. I see what you're going for. I'm kind of excited to learn Dynamo. Dynamo is really stupidly good this patch. He has Dispel Magic AoE, by the way, on his 2. It's nutty. He should be a high priority for a lot of players. Hell yeah. Let's see here. Unlock Wikipedia. Oh, I meant Wikipedia. Whoops. Yeah, I want to make sure I have that right, actually, before I say that live on a broadcast, but I'm pretty sure it's right. Do 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 do. Yeah, so here's Dynamo abilities. His 2 dispels non-ult debuffs and replenishes 1 charge for charged abilities. Insane, dude. His Quantum Entanglement. Crazy. Dynamo seems like an incredible support right now. Ooh, nice assassinate. But that was when it was a clean point. Now it's kind of it's a skill shot. It's almost a mobility tool now. The Night Shift stream is really good deadlock Twitch overlay for people to look up abilities. I'm not sure if you can see / use it. Yeah, you can enable it. I think I actually have it enabled on my stream. But I haven't like played around with it. Oh, I remember when this happened. That's funny. Good guy Lash. Finishing him off so we can get out of here. It's so funny that like when Hayes ults, it's more beneficiary to just straight up heavy punch her and then hope she doesn't cancel it to parry you than it is to left click because she gets invasion on her bullet dance. Feeling on a dirty bird. Oh, poor Moon Krill. He can't do nothing against that. Wait, this is the one where Calico chased and he hit the ult? Mid-ult? Oh yeah, look at this dude. Look at this timing. That was wild. There's been some really good plays here. Dude, I'm kind of excited to learn Victor. I haven't really played him that much. I think I played him like 2 games total. So that'll be a fun stream in the A to Z stream. Handsomest caster. Fucking Soren. Ba-na-na-na-da-da-da-da-do-do. Here we go, chat! Let's do it! Look at this intro video, bro. Slam! Good old Helldivers, bro.
Wait, he's never gonna expect this.
SK is actually so good at video games. I'm kind of curious how Necros will do in this one. He's a twitchy boy.
What is up, everybody? Welcome on into the Death
Look at them
Slam
graphics.
Creator Cup. We have some of your favorite competitors and content creators who are diving into Deadlock today. They've been scrimming for the past week or two. They have professional coaches. It all boils up here over the next 2 days. My name is Dandro, opening up the show for you here on the desk. But we have a modicum of talent who will be making their way on through.
Modicum.
But joining me
Big
here
words.
for this first game is going to be none other than Mox. Mox, how you doing today, my friend?
So excited to be here. This is.
You guys have to let me know how the audio bounces when I'm talking over it.
Kind of been barreling
I'll probably
down
put it like
the road.
here-ish,
Many of you
so I can hear the game audio.
Scrims and practices and teams kind of group together and prep for this moment. Then
There's no clean feed, so there will be casters in the background
the competitive spirit
while I'm casting.
grow the grassroots competing program from a different angle, because we have a lot of new faces coming from different backgrounds. Different games, and it's just going to be a really exciting couple of days here.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it, right? How did we come to this point? What are we doing here today?
Mox
in
is the
Death
Bob
Slam
Ross
Creator Cup?
of
Because,
casters.
like you mentioned, it is a
My
really,
man
really,
talks
really
in a
fun sort of
small,
organization of a tournament that we have
shallow
going on.
tone,
We've
but he
brought
has
together these
important
teams, right,
information,
of
so
course,
you
playing
want to
along
hear
these
him.
Teams of 6 that are all being coached by some, I would argue, pillars of the Deadlock community, right? Being able to see there. We're going to take a look at some of these teams to get an idea of who's participating here.
Look at
today.
these
We got
team
names like
logos.
Ido, we got names like Parzellian, Zergy, all kinds of different, sort of Deadlock pros and creators who are helping lead these teams. And when we take a look at our 8 teams participating here today, Mox, what are some of the squads that you're really excited to see participating over the next 2 days?
I have personal favorites, and then I've got people that like pop off of paper, like some scary potential teams. And I'm gonna start with the top left. Ido's sleep team. Ido's team. It's got Average, Jonas, Justine, and Deathy, Dado, Aztecross, Kyrie. And I love this team because I was a big Destiny 2 player. I watched so many hours of Dado and Aztecross, so I'm just really excited to watch them play. And coincidentally, we get to watch the other team that
I feel like I know nothing about Destiny 2. Nothing, dude.
That being Stir, former TF2 pro and content creator, and then also a bunch of interesting names like Poke, former Overwatch pro. It's got DDK, Quake professional, like that. For the Jin roster, coached by Pure Content, is absolutely stacked. There's just so many good players, like just across the board. TK Breezy coming out.
To be honest, that's just memory saved. I feel like every Destiny 2 enjoyer fucking hates Destiny 2 now. Isn't it wild how that works? We love a game and then we just hate it.
And it's just
I've been there.
to watch one of them today.
Yeah, no, I think you did a great job. There's a lot of really fun rosters that we have here today. I'm glad that you brought up Deathy's team, the Slammers, coming on in. I think that's going to be a really fun team to watch throughout here today. But let's take a look at our groups that we are going to be having here to kind of kickstart us here. In Group A, we have for the Jin, Macro Monsters, Big Earners, and Tank Busters. And before I talk about Group B, chat, we let the people name themselves what they were there, so don't yell at us. But Group B, we have the
Bungie not do anything while we do the game. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Slammers. Ido is asleep, and the Cube, who is actually coached by.
I love Shy Hung Alphas. What a name!
I feel like that's just fitting at this point. That's there, but really, really fun stuff. So we're going to be having a couple of these matches go on through. If maybe your favorite player or content creator isn't playing on mainstream, guess what? I know basically everybody is probably live streaming this tournament. Everybody's been really hyped up, like Mock said, and trying to be able to get energized for this. But you talked about some of the teams when we did that overview, Mox. Let's talk about our first matchup that we have here. It's for the Jin, coached by Pure Content, taking on Tank Busters, coached by Zergy. Talk to me a little bit about some of these two teams, just at a high level, some of the names that we're seeing, the coaches that are there, what we might be able to, expect to see out of this game number one.
It's going to be a lot of feeling out, a lot of kind of getting a sense of player pools, what's powerful, and kind of what works the easiest, I would say. I kind of always come
I feel
back
like
to
AoE is going to be huge in this tournament.
And I think it's going to show its face today. I think we're going to see a lot of big AoE team fights. Things are simple to execute. I think Dynamo's been very, very good recently. There's a lot of pros that are actually very high on Dynamo as like a 3-4 position hero that gets just a small amount of farm and can be very, very effective. Always has great mid-boss presence. So it's going to be heroes like that kind of come around and show their face as being big parts of what these teams are going to be doing. But what I'm going to be looking out for is the kind of, don't want to say this diminutively, but like the one tricks, like who's got the singular pocket pick to go to. And it's going to be interesting to see if they decide to ban out these particular players or not, because that is a very common theme through these.
You should at a best of 3.
Deadlock is if you can ban out a hero or maybe a position in general, like pick position, things like that, then you can kind of make your lives a little bit easier.
Yeah, we kind of did a little bit of a questionnaire with some of our coaches, and Zergy, the coach of Tank Busters, gave us some really great insight on sort of what their game plan was kind of coming on into this. His big thing during the draft was that we don't want to draft too many spirit characters, right? We've all seen that in our own pubs, right? When you're getting ready to load on up and you're like, wait, we are all spirit. Oh my God, spirit resilience is just going to counter all of us. One spellbreaker, and all of a sudden we don't mean anything that's there. So I love that he's able to call that out. And he's saying we're trying to keep some of these troublesome heroes like Mirage, Celeste, and Graves all in check. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, I'm really curious about Graves in this tournament.
Early pressure, that was a lot of it. How do we get some of these objectives? Can we really fight and contest some of those urns and kind of start to snowball a little bit of a soul lead? Really good stuff coming on out there. He's had a lot of fun saying, hey, it's been really great kind of working with our team and being able to just kind of see how much in the small amount of time we've been able to work together and watch them grow. So, I mean, I love what we see coming out of them. And when I kind of look, obviously, at some of our other, sort of coaches.
My girlfriend was like, what time is this tournament going to end today? And I was like, oh, probably like 4:35. And she's like, okay, so 7.
And previously, they were not doing box fights.
I was like, yep, that's esports.
So it ended up being 8-minute laning phases with low income. And we were able to fix that. And that's the type of adjustments that we love seeing here.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to kind of watch how these teams have adapted the higher skill facets of the game and kind of brought them in. I'm going to be paying personally a lot of attention to rotations around the map. I'm going to see who's like on the spot for buffs and earn timers, and who's like pre-positioned for them more than just like, oh, here's the timer, let's walk into
Yeah,
it.
I agree. Preemptive
15 seconds before
thoughts is always stronger than reaction in these type of tournaments. If teams already have pre-planned strategies and they're executing them, they will do much better than people that just react.
Scout for the team, so I'm gonna be looking out for little things.
You never want to be reacting.
It's gonna reflect a lot on the coaching itself, and we have.
I think when I cast chat, I'm also gonna do this. I'm gonna get rid of the webcam,
and some of your
so you guys can see everything. All right, just be aware of it.
So I'm gonna see
it's gonna be gone.
Their impression kind of leads
ASAP.
through the team
and out.
In the gameplay itself.
Out in.
Well, I'm being told the draft
won't be able to
ready
look at my
between
face.
these two squads, so let's go ahead. Let's hop on into the draft of game number 1.
Draft time!
and the tank busters. And in chat, I need you guys to get hyped because look how sexy.
Well, that's an interesting setup. This is different.
Literally showed us this like 3 minutes before we went live, and it is insane.
Are the characters gonna pop up here? Oh shit, that's sick.
To see some bands come on through.
Wait, that's actually sick.
Already seeing from the Hidden King, the Yamato band coming out. No surprises, I feel like, for me there, seeing this maybe being a first band.
First ban is a little surprising, but she's definitely a strong hero, and at a certain point, she's very, very oppressive. And if you have characters that like to play a lot of squishy backline heroes, then she can be.
What a level up! Good job.
Difficult if you don't have a ton of experience.
I think I'll be in this one later, chat. I'll take his spot.
You kind of need to play.
Celeste is a fantastic first pick. It does kind of mention that they're going to do a lot of rotations. Oh, it's for the Jin that we're starting off with. Okay.
First picked as Tank Busters got rid of Mirage, so that is a great first overall.
I think Billy and Celeste are like main focuses for them.
First one out of bans. Very difficult hero.
So if Tank Busters did any research whatsoever, they should probably thinking about taking Billy here.
Tank Busters have dealt with that, but Apollo is
Because Billy is one of their main frontliners. Billy and Silver.
I think you've seen a lot of pros kind of prioritize this top two. I don't think we've seen it banned by any.
Yeah, they should either take Billy or Silver here.
Kind of like one of those heroes to me. That
they're gonna grab Ivy, so we'll see what for the Jin gets. I imagine it's gonna be an early Silver, but we'll see. Fino K plays a really strong Silver. He is very confident in his resource trading, and the dude does not miss a shot. It's wild how good he is.
I'm ending these games, man, and you're just looking at that healing column, and Ivy is always #1. No surprise to see here that maybe.
Yeah, there's a Silver.
Tank Buster's gonna go ahead and pick that up.
So now they can kind of not pick up Billy here and ban it if they want to on ban phase 2, and that kind of limits the front line. Abrams and Mo and Krill are solid, but they don't have as much damage as Silver has, and Silver is still pretty useful from like mid-range to short range. So you can kind of outdraft them that way.
Two of them go to one team. If you kind of split 1-1, then you're kind of okay with it. But if you can get rid of one and grab the other, you have a lot of map presence. And like you said, Ivy's very, very oppressive right now. I think airdrop is something like an 80-second cooldown. So every time you're engaging in a fight, essentially, an Ivy.
Kelvin.
But Hidden King for the Jin team's going to grab a lot of defensive prowess, grabbing Kelvin here. They had the Silver as well, who's very, very difficult to deal with. Obviously, her bowl is going to make life difficult for Apollo unless it gets.
Oh, Sir's rating. Is he not going to stream?
Kelvin might fly in a pseudo global match, obviously with Ice Pass, so that's kind of a nice response considering that Mirage and Ivy are already off the table for them.
Yeah, I mean, something that we've started to see a little bit more. I know in the EU pro side, we're starting to see almost Pocket trying to become this a little bit of the counter to Kelvin a little bit. I mean, maybe it could be a good idea given also this Silver that's here, you know, as well. I think this provides a lot of pressure. I'd be curious.
How's Kelvin currently? He fell off pretty hard, and they changed him in the last patch, and now he's back to being played. Kelvin is a wonderful enabler. He enables your team like crazy, and his boss control is wild.
Lady Geist coming on in. That is a lot of
Tank Busters seem to be building characters that are independently good right now. I don't see much team synergy right now, but all their characters are good at just kind of holding off on their own.
As a start to my draft, I think we're going to see a lot of kind of confidence.
Whereas I look over at For the Jin, and they have a great frontliner on one of their premier players, and they have incredible rotation between Celeste and Kelvin.
But the bottom three is kind of where we get into the, oh, maybe we should have counterpicked this, or how did we let that through because there's no more.
Graves ban, okay.
Graves is actually a really.
There is, I wouldn't say a one trick, but there is a character or a player on For the Jin that enjoys just spamming Graves.
Night Shift, who we actually have one of their casters playing in this tournament, DDK. We'll see sometime down the line. But like I said, this Graves has been growing in popularity from even the pros themselves. So it's another thing that provides
macro. There's that Billy ban.
Across the map, kind of playing into the.
They've done their research.
Macro dynamic.
Or the Jin is locked in.
And the Billy is an interesting one. Actually, seems to be trying to pinch maybe this frontline pool against Tank Busters, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that, right? Because I think if you look at what the Arch Brother has so far, looking a little squishy, not a real, front line that's there. So if you can take away,
guys can kind of front line.
That's great. Before we get to the next couple picks, hey, we got to shout out Stir. Okay, Stir comes in, going ahead, rating the stream, sending all the viewers over. We want to give a huge thank you to you, my friend, For the Jin, I see you in chat. Hey, well, we won't hear that in game, unfortunately. But
Who are the Tank
we can
Busters?
yell it in
Let me look
favor,
quick.
sir. How about that? Thank you so much for your support for today's event. We see
Deathy,
Venator
Necros,
come out.
5 Up, Jimbo, Basm, and Boger. Okay, the Marvel Rivals folks. It kind of makes sense why they're drafting the way they're drafting. Because the Marvel Rivals, you just draft what's OP, right?
Kelvin bubble. I'm pretty sure you get the confirm.
Because they have such power creep in that game. And you look at their draft, and every single character is just like an S tier lane bullier, right? Or a character that does really well on one-on-ones.
I'll leave a small percentage chance.
5 Up is a fairly famous streamer. I think most of these streamers are well known out here. Definitely more well known than I am.
Being squishy, and they're kind of playing into the damage first composition, so it's gonna be interesting to see what they go with their back two picks. But for the Jin are running through this draft right now, the Moencrow and the 7.
Dude, I love this. So like Kelvin and Celeste can roam like crazy, and that allows 7 to just kind of farm. And if he ever gets in trouble, he can just shout out, "Hey, Kelvin, Celeste, I need help," and they can be there in a heartbeat.
Potential for this hero. If you look at the spirit damage that you can deal between the Kelvin
Rim, where is the front line?
on top of that with 7.
Are they gonna play Abrams for their final pick here on Tank Busters?
To execute AoE team fights, I think this hero's not really that bad.
Yeah, no, I think it's a
Yeah, okay.
And we see the Rem come on in with the Abrams as well. Hey, we mentioned we wanted to see a little bit of front line.
Did they just pick Paige here? Just get Paige and then you win, I think.
Abrams, that's great, but Mox, I'm looking at the Hidden King and just some of the.
I mean, you kind of have Kelvin for support.
They're looking like some beefy boys.
Oh, they
That's
grab
all I'm saying. And
Haze.
then you pick up the Haze for a little bit of pick off.
So
potential as
their
well.
game plan is timers and roamers
Roster right now
for the Jin.
I'm seeing
Whereas
spot
Tank
back
Busters is like individually we're all pretty solid.
roll up on if they're out of position and maybe punish.
I don't know. I feel like
She'll have a
for the
little bit of a
Jin
hard time to
got
get
ahead in the
the
draft here dramatically.
Geist and the Venator. I think the Apollo will give her a little bit of trouble too, because this really
Tank Busters is screaming to me, we pick the OP stuff, but there's no synergy between them, right?
being said,
We'll see how it
it's a
goes.
pretty nice draft from the Hidden
Their
King.
macro has to be on point, but I'm really worried about them being able to handle surprises.
whose nap time is going to essentially get free slowing hex against a character like Celeste that really doesn't want to be slowing hexed.
Yeah.
And an Abrams that when you don't have any other super tanky characters, like this is going to be it. So
Yeah, I would have liked Paige for the final pickup. It's a little double supporty with Kelvin, but it gives you a lot of control in fights, and it prevents Abrams and Rim from getting effective engages, which makes it hard for the other 4 to be able to go in the fight, right?
I do wonder if
But the Haze helps out with the roaming in the early game, so I think the plan is just to have a really, really solid 8 minutes in macro, and then from there they just start roaming and get picks, and then they're able to just take over the entire game. This team really cared about earn turn-ins whenever I was casting and playing with them, so that's probably what we're going for.
Jin taking on Tank Busters, Admiral and Soren on the mic. Take it away, gents.
Okay, chat, webcam going away. Let's do this. You guys want Twitch down the right or not? Let me know. Look at Admiral and Soren, bruh. Soren's my goat, and Deadlock. My dude knows everything.
Who also happens to play black as well. Welcome all.
Welcome everybody. This is
Soren, my goat.
We were kind of giggling behind the scenes at some of the names in this tournament that we've been watching for years. Admiral and I both have like an Overwatch background, so seeing Stir versus Necro.
Yo, who the fuck are these two folk? They are the casters. Soren is the GOAT.
Boy, has this draft set us up.
That's what it be.
Yeah, and you know what? We were talking.
I think he'll be analyst whenever I'm casting.
Characters, honestly, just great bands all around from both of the teams. They're really trying to get rid of a lot of the spirit stuff. We were talking about how a lot of times right now, whenever meta starts to shift, people have a tendency of just sticking to one thing and one thing only.
I haven't watched Boger play this game at all.
Spirit-dominated characters, just just storm.
I wonder how he's been doing.
Yeah, typically we have seen the Spirit Nukers be a really big part of like the pro drafts. This one, I think, shifted a little more towards the gun side. We saw 7 and Haze picked up there at the end for the Jin. Meanwhile, Tank Busters prioed really early, like the Venator and the Geist, and they banned away the Mirage. So I think they were trying to pinch that M1 carry slot, but 7 and Haze, I think, stepped around it very nicely.
I agree.
Synergy in for the Jin's draft with your
Did you hear them out?
combos with your Kelvin. Silver and Kelvin is just an insane duo to let
Yep.
happen. Mo and Krill Haze works really well, and then 7 can slot in and just kind of do anything with any of those. So the synergy for the Jin's draft is insane. They've got They've got team fight, they've got pick, they've got everything in there. Tank Busters, however, have a decent amount of power as well. They've got a lot of CC in their draft between Abrams, Venator, and all the rest of them. And then I think for me, the key here for them is going to be this Rem. Like, Rem has a lot of things that he can do against For the Jin's comp, but can he do it all? You can't put all your pressure on one hero to get the nap time against the Kelvin Dome, against the Silver Roll, against everything. So can this Rem do enough to carry Tank Busters over the line?
It's funny enough that we're talking about Rem.
I think it's so interesting they picked Rem, because Rem is probably like the most Marvel Rivals character in terms of like bouncing around and healing and helping in team fights.
Heavy dominated composition, and I think all in all, time will tell as we go into.
All right, chat. Welcome to the match for the Jin taking on Tank Busters. So in terms of draft, I'm super in favor of the Jin right now. I think they have incredible lane matchups. They have great roamers already set up in the middle lane between Celeste and Hayes. Both these characters are phenomenal at finding picks. Hayes is great for setting up picks due to her dagger into her ultimate. And honestly, being able to just go straight into the Shadow Veil and disappear and be able to smoke bomb just gives you so much strength, right? Whereas Celeste's a little bit more faster. And she gets quick stamina early. I mean, look at this. At the very beginning of the game, she already has 4 stamina. And which is a couple of bounces with her negative 25% gravity. She can just float across the map. And she can do it quickly. Now, the thing I'm going to be watching is the far left portion of the map. We have Mo and Krill and Silver together. And Silver's going to be able to leave at the 2-minute mark and just really start running around and grabbing extra farm. And Mo and Krill, all he has to do is just not die, right? So usually what you get here is your Mystic Burst, which he already has for his first item, which gives him both damage and healing. And it organically works with his 1 Scorn with the synergy on cooldowns, which is really, really nice. So he'll be able to find it good. They're probably just going to try and push this lane as much as they can. In fact, if I'm looking over at Void and Necros, I'm wondering if they're going to pick up like monster rounds or if they're just going to go damage. If they go damage, I'm worried for them. If I see them get some better wave clear with either monster rounds or like Radiant Regeneration on top of Geist, and they're able to kind of wave clear and let Apollo be a bully, I can see them doing pretty well, but it is kind of hard to get into that Mo and Krill and take them out, right? Meanwhile, on the far right, we do have Kelvin and Seven together. What an incredibly safe lane. Speaking of non-safe lanes, poor Rim over here already getting bullied out. Sup out there trying to play Rim. And it's kind of interesting that they actually put in the middle lane their Ivy and Rim. It kind of makes sense, because Rim wants to roll out at around the 8-minute mark and start working on taking away centers and getting a little bit of a power spike in souls. And that will allow him to do that efficiently while also not knowing where he's going, right? If he's on the far left side of the map, you know he'll be on the left side of the jungle. But him being in the middle will allow for him to go either direction as long as he's sneaky about it with his tunnels and whatnot. And Ivy has okay wave clear, but pretty high cooldowns in the early game, so she could hold that lane. However, if she gets hit with a dagger into a full Celeste combo, it could be rough for her. Right now, Fine OK going out on top of Necros. Actually getting hit with a parry here. Fine OK in trouble. Here comes Celeste, though. That's the rotation I was telling you about. Able to come from the middle lane here. Waiting on cooldowns, going for the attack. Nice control there by Stir. Able to show up, get off a left attack, and then wait the last second for Apollo to jump up and use a stamina, and then follow it up with a headshot. Great rotation. Fine OK was certainly dead to rights there. But due to the strength of what Celeste can bring to the game with movement, able to get over and find the kill, and it's going to help out for the Jin dramatically. Parry coming off over here, as we are now looking over to Tank Busters. Ooh, a bit of a mess up there. And movement. Abrams does come over and buy his time. Great play there by Boger, actually saving Bosm from getting in trouble there. Bosm's movement was just a little bit on the rough side. But Seven's okay with holding this lane here. In fact, he is probably okay being by himself. Look, I'm looking at the minimap right now. Yeah, Kelvin's already left. They're set up a gank here on the middle lane. Good rotation so far. And Pokey's just going to get free farm, right? If you look at it, he has 3k farm to the 1.9 of Hitachi. Hitachi's going to be useful no matter what, right? Kelvin has grenades, has a laser, can slow people down. You don't really need to feed him farm. Whereas Seven, when he's by himself getting full souls, he will just build up his ult quickly to that 3.6k. And then, of course, be able to start rotating around and start clearing out minions, which will be spawning relatively soon. Speaking of, we're going to have our next major fight in about 36 seconds, which will be the buffs that spawn up on both portions of the map. And usually this will give you an indicator of like who's doing well in the game. Now, we do have DDK dying on the far left. which is going to allow for Final K to go ahead and hold the lane here for a bit. That death does come at a really rough time. If I'm Apollo and Geist, Void, and Necros, I'm pushing that lane. I want to get the wave hitting this Guardian Tower so I can control the buffs. So let's say they do that here. It should be spawning about 8 seconds. Who's pulling off for it? It should be Necros. You want to give it to your strong early game characters if you can. Ooh, but DDK actually going off for cut him off. Both of them do rotate over, and it looks like Geist actually gets a buff there. I think I saw the casting buff, which is... Oh, wait, was it her? Wait, let me see Apollo. Give me Apollo. It was Apollo. Apollo got it. Nice. It's good for both of them, but I would have preferred to have it on Apollo because his early game is wonderful. And part of having this buff is you get cooldown reduction and a little bit of spirit power as well. Both things that he wants. And if we look at the state of the game right now, we're actually pretty even. Not too shabby. A little bit of damage on the Guardian on the far left at the moment. Next major fight will be in about 2.5 minutes, right? 8 minutes. Which we'll be having our Sinners up. And we're starting to get our ultimates popping off. Silver actually going in. Final K goes in for an attack. Goes for the parry here. DDK right behind him. Doesn't quite have his ultimate here. Remember his death earlier prevented him from getting some souls. Had he had that ultimate, he would have been able to turn around and get that kill. He does get the last second, but it came a bit too late. And that allowed for Geist to, 1, use her ultimate. And then 2, make sure she didn't get picked off. Literally, that dive would have gone a bit better if Moancrow didn't die 2 minutes ago. And this is the important part about MOBAs, right? You miss out on 50 to 100 souls, and suddenly a power spike or a timing attack is just off by 10 to 15 seconds. And that's exactly what happened there. So that dive with no Moancrow will cost them a kill, and Geist is going to get a hefty amount of souls for it. Void currently farmed 2-0 right now and 5-7. And here's the thing about Geist. When she plays her abilities, she literally cuts into her health bar. But with her getting her souls, of course, you're going to mitigate that. She has radiant regeneration, energy regen right now, so she's going to be able to spam like crazy right now. That dive may cost them that lane on the far left, but we'll see how it goes as Necros and Void continue to fight back. Final K and DDK continue to put really good pressure together, working on synergy. Hayes finds a pick on this Rim, and if they can get this Rim, this is pretty massive. Rim, however, is able to tag along and rotate to the middle lane. Whew, that was close. Rim is a target that you want to consistently be on, and I like that Hayes was trying to find him. As we have another dive under the tower. Final K just trying to carry, doing a great job of playing around the space. DDK comes in with Stir on the rotation, and they do get on top of this Guardian. The parry was missed, so Moancrow will have to tank it. But a great dive coming in for the Jhin. And we're starting to see what the team composition differences are on, right? You look at for the Jhin, and they are clearly working together as units as 3s to rotate around and find kills, get Guardians, open the map. Whereas Tank Busters are kind of just doing their own thing individually and then showing up to help. Stylistic differences in fights, and of course the draft. And right now, there is a Guardian lead in favor of for the Jhin, but this game is much closer than I thought it would be in the early game. Now, we do have Sinners coming up in about 5 seconds. I'm staring at Rim right now because I want to know where they're going to go. Typically, if you're a Rim player, you want to be aggressively playing over to the double Sinners, but Stir is actually way ahead of the card right now. Stir is playing a great game right now. If you look at the minimap down here on the bottom left, he's already on the double Sinners. This is a play, one, that they really focus on, trying to have really quick timers to make sure they're controlling objectives. But 2, it stops Rim from going for the invade and grabbing double Sinners, which is one of the main things that he wants to do. Instead, we see Rim come over here on the back right. With these 3 diving on the Guardian over here, he's going to throw his helper here and take the Sinners and then come help his teammate. This actually might be a really good defense if Rim can get it off, but Abrams has to stay alive. 2 more seconds. 7 trying to kite. Boger's low. There goes Basm as well, and Rim is here. Trying to help defend. Half HP, but he has to abandon and get away. There's no way he can save this, and he wants to make sure that he holds on to those unsecured souls that he grabbed. Bro, careful, Rim. Finally, he goes down. But a Guardian exchange is going to be going in favor for the Jhin. They are up 2 Guardians. This opens up the map now. And now you can kind of leave people in lanes and start rotating around like crazy. We're probably going to see 7 on the far right. We're going to see Silver here on the far left, getting these souls by themselves. And now the other roamers can come over here and start to take the middle of the map. Right? They're going to float near their teammates, help out in fights. If anyone finds a call out, go for them. Look at this. Final K right now, really just showing off his mechanics. Get some decent damage on top of Geist, but with the suck build coming out from Geist, he needs to back away and wait it out. I'm surprised he's actually not stealing the farm. He's just going for an ult here. He's going to try and find the kill. Feeling a little bit hungry here. Has his leap. Jumps in. Oh, but Necros comes in for the rotation, and this is one of the things that's interesting about Silver. It's when she goes into her werewolf form, you know she's committed and she's in melee range. Kelvin does rotate over, provides the blade. Ultimate comes out from Necros, and it looks like he will find a kill on Fine OK. And it looks like there was a bit of a too much of aggressive play from Fine OK. Interesting. I'm actually really surprised that he went for that. I don't hate the aggression, and mechanically, of course, he's very, very confident as a player. I just kind of thought he would take the camp instead and back away. Especially with it being on the opposing side of the walker. I typically, while I do want damage on walkers, I don't want to try and get kills if people are near their walker because of defender's advantage. The zip lines in this game are phenomenal for rotating around. And if you have a speed boost, which most have after 5 minutes, you can get there in a few seconds. So the better play is usually to take away their camps, because you have ways to go around. You can come to the temple, you can come to the mid-boss, and they had full control. So that dive was a little bit rough there, but Tankbuster's doing a good job of answering back. Despite the macro being a little bit better here for the Jhin. Abrams trying to retreat. Looks like he will get away. Hayes and Kelvin could rotate in here and try to look for him. We will see if that's happening. Meanwhile, though, great push here by Ivy pushing the middle of the map. This will make it much easier for Abrams to get out of that fight. And they do get the Guardian, but there is a flank coming in at the same time. Kelvin is behind enemy lines, but if I'm looking at what's currently happening in front of my screen here, Seven's trying to handle Necros, who is just in their face here on Apollo, and it totally fits who he is as a player, man. He plays Genji, he plays Divers and Marvel Rivals. Kelvin gets completely locked down, but here comes a Slowing Hex, and Slowing Hex will actually prevent Necros from moving forward. He loses 3 of his abilities if he gets hit with a Slowing Hex, so he can't move, and they're able to lock him down. It's a 2-for-2 trade. And Ivy will have to pop her ultimate just to leave for now. Meanwhile, on the far left, the Guardian has been taken by Void, so heads up play by them, and this is actually a really close game so far. Silver in there. Can't go for a heavy attack. Now they can after the parry comes out, keeping up with the attacks. Ivy trying to retort out. Both of the supports here are just providing a lot of healing, but Stir's coming over. And with a low Rim, they're hoping to find the kill, but Rim is actually moving really, really well. Finally, he does get taken down. And now Silver in the front line. Now, she has to be a bit careful. She doesn't have her ultimate up. It's down for 30 seconds. But still, at this point, she has Slowing Bullet. She has Fortitude. She doesn't mind playing the support in terms of front line, right? Getting shots on people, slowing them down. And they need to back up and deal with their waves. In terms of movement, for the Jhin seems to be definitely more on point, and they're being very proactive, which I think is what you need to do for this tournament. Is be the ones making the decisions to be aggressive. If you can force your opponents to be reactive, it's where you can usually find them in a weird spot or maybe get them to overextend to stop you. DDK does come down here. And I believe he has 600 souls on him, so he stole a few of those souls here. But a big fight currently happening on the opposing side of the map. Seven trying to go outside. He wants to be in open space for his ultimate, and there it is. He does pop it, gets a little bit of damage here, but with the Ira Domini coming out from Venator, it's actually really easy to execute people with this. This ultimate is incredibly strong and does a lot of damage. Look at that. Chip in Silver, and Silver's going to be able to try and escape. A shot comes out and will hit Kelvin as well. Honestly, much better for the Jhin than I thought it would be. Tankbusters were really to come to that fight, and when the Venator popped his ultimate, I thought things were about to get cleaned up. A few of them get away with just barely the skin on their teeth. But the main story here is, even though those kills do come in for Tankbusters and it closes the soul lead, look how, like, defensive they have to be, right? Even with those kills, they still have to push back all their waves. They have to get control of all of them. For the Jhin, it's still in full control. And they're really on point with their center timings. Look at this. 13:36. The fastest a center can spawn is about 13:15, 13:20 if you get them right on point at 8 minutes. And they're already on top of this. Look at this. Great control on centers. Typical time for it to pop up, and they are locked in. Whereas if you look over at Tankbusters, they're trying to push out their lanes right now. They don't even have a chance to move in. Ram is coming for a flank potentially on Mo and Krill and Silver here. There's an ultimate. Coming straight on Venator. If Venator can die here, this is going to be a great push for the Jhin, but Rim's doing everything he can to keep them alive. Couple of heals. There goes the parries. Final K is underneath the walker, and they're both going to get stunned here. I can't believe they went for that. Silver continuing to try and chase. Parry comes out, and they finally get the kill. Oh my gosh, that werewolf dude can really just cook. And will be taken down. Sadly, the melee lifesteal was on cooldown, so they couldn't fully finish that off. And here comes Abrams and crew, and that's 2 people now getting picked off, but it's a 2-for-2 trade between both sides, and a little bit of walker damage. But they could afford that. Remember, this Guardian on the far right is still up and available. This will be the reward for Tank Busters, giving them a hefty amount of money, and we are close in souls, 77k to 72, but look at this on the far left. The full aggression on the far right allowed for everyone for the Jin to walk in and steal farm, and this is where you get your victories when it comes to competitive esports, is you take what is left if people over-defend. So them coming over and grabbing a few of these minions, setting up for the buffs, allow for the Jin to keep the small lead that they have right now. Now Hayes rotates over. She will be bolstered out by both Silver, Ammo, and Krill. This is an earned turn-in trying to happen. DDK going for a chase. Abrams goes up. Superman lands. Finds Hayes in the back left. He goes for the bullet dance, but it's a little bit too late. Abrams now in trouble, though, and if he has no cooldowns, he really can't do too much. He needs to back away from this fight, and with him being locked down here by Silver, he tries to dash on through and get out, but Boger has been taken out. A 1-for-1 trade. But there is a urn to worry about, and 2 people are set up for this urn. Stir might try to force this. I would love to cut over there and see if that they're actually going for that, but they're watching Necros who gets caught up in the middle, which makes a little bit of sense here. Stir continues to stay alive. Looks like he's just moving around doing Celeste things. Rim finally comes in, gets some decent damage out, but Rim's not going to win this trade. When that shield comes out, he's going to get silenced here if he pops it, so he has to wait it out. There we go. Tagalong does come out, but Silver and Kelvin are here, and now you are just slowed down and locked into a corner. Stir is playing out of his mind here in game number 1. I think his rotations have been fantastic, and I feel like his ability to understand a winning scenario and wait until the situation benefits him has been on full display right now. I am becoming a fan of Stir right now. I love how he's playing this game right now as Celeste. Now, that is kind of a benefit of playing Celeste, is you do get to kind of dance around your opponents. But it does take a great vehicle, or a great driver to drive a vehicle, right? And he's killing it on that front. Okay, so this is a Yole on the far right. Walker damage coming in. The first Walker is the easiest one to take out in the game. Once you kill the first Walker, additional HP will go to the second and third, and that will, of course, cascade if you kill a second Walker. So those minions being left alone are kind of a big deal. You saw by themselves, those minions actually did about a, 33% damage on top of that Walker. They are quick. And they also made a change a couple of patches ago. Whenever you are dealing with minions, they will scale up over time and get faster after the 30-minute mark. But another thing, too, that people really sleep on is the healing minion in particular. If you do not kill it, the damage will scale up while that minion is alive. So by the time it gets to a Walker, it's hitting pretty hard. So it's incredibly important to watch your minion waves and at least kill the regen minion if you're going to pick them off and leave the lane. We'll see if that occurs here. I do feel like for the Jin, while rotating well, is starting to kind of ignore things as the game goes on. And that could become an issue. But they are clearly in the lead at the moment. 20k souls at 18 minutes is pretty fantastic. Full combo coming out here on top of Rim, but Rim's able to run the teammates. I gotta say, Tank Busters are doing a good job of just being near each other. Like, every time Rim has been jumped on top of, someone is there to save him. And as a player that loves playing Rin, that is heavily appreciated. Okay, keep an eye on the minimap right now. We are getting to a point where if 1 or 2 kills come out for either team, the mid-boss is on something that you can go for. In solo queue, I usually advise not to go for it until after 20 minutes. But in coordinated games, you can see it as early as 18, 19 minutes. Follow. Fighting over here. Sleep coming through. There's a knockdown. Actually hitting the Mo and Krill. Let's see if Necros can stay alive here. Kelvin going for the dome here, which is going to keep Mo and Krill nice and healthy. Mo and Krill goes below, which will give him some resistance. There's a Silver in here. Oh my god. What in the fuck is this fight? Fine, okay. Getting some damage in. Torment Pulse is popping, it looks like. Celeste currently on the top of the building as well. Necros finally goes down, and there goes Rim as well. Dude, there has been so many fights in the double centers here. And it's this one on the top right in particular. For the Jin has been doing a wonderful job of keeping an eye on Rim, who wants to be getting centers, and making sure to invade and coordinate together. DDK survives, able to get away. They do a 1-for-3 trade here, and if you look out for the Jin, they are immediately on top of the boss. Beautiful play. I'm looking over at Tank Busters right now. In terms of ultimates, Abrams can kind of be okay, but I assume he hasn't been building into his ultimate. Kind of building straight into your ultimate as Abrams early game can be a bit troll. You usually want to build into your region and your charge earlier, and then build into your 4, so I would imagine he doesn't have it available to him. And why I bring that up is his 4, if you put 5 points into it, you become unstoppable. So you can kind of contest the mid-boss if you want to, and at least try to guarantee 1 hit on top of it. But it does not look like that is the case here, as our stream is freezing up. Oh, okay, this looks like it's going to be the entire stream, not on me. Hey, what's up, Timpo? You see that rebuild? That's what we call good in the industry. I don't want you to talk to me like that, okay? Alright, Timpo, what are you doing, bro? Out here breaking my heart. Hating on the melee rim. Okay, looks like all is good. How's audio, by the way, chat? Do you guys want to hear their comms too? I'll turn it up a little bit. Let me know if that's a little bit annoying or not. Sadly, I don't have a clean feed.
At least keep it away from tank busters, but while they've got
So 120k to 100k, and this Rejuvenator is an incredible asset to have in Deadlock. It gives you roughly 4 minutes of the ability to have 3 deaths. You can I don't want you to do this, but you can technically int, right? And if you trade a 1-for-1 and 1 dies, but you come back, you have a number advantage. The Rejuvenator is incredibly strong. Think of it as a 9v6 right now, right? You have a 33% chance advantage to trade out well. And if you're ahead, that feels even better. Tank Busters actually kind of feeling themselves here, are going for a full fight on this Urn Tenon. 7 does pop the ultimate, which will control space quite well here over the corner. And Mo and Krill and Silver will be able to do whatever they want in this fight. Look at this, just running it down here. 2 double frontline is just incredibly power in these scenarios, right? And they still haven't lost a Rejuvenator. Ivy steps up and tries to go for the stun. And I think one thing that Tank Busters continues to keep doing, and I think this will be an issue because a lot of their players do play Marvel Rivals, is they kind of... How do I say this without sounding mean? They try to out-ego their opponents. And in MOBAs, there are moments where there are power spikes where you cannot out-ego your opponent, right? You have to assess the fight, understand their strengths, play around that, and then punish it another time. Final K has continuously gotten werewolf form, which is where she is incredibly strong, and has been able to get in the face of Tank Busters because they are willing to fight that. They keep trying to get the hard engages. And I'm looking over at their items, and I see Knockdown, I see Silence Hex, and those are pretty good. Some things you can really start working on, even though it is a bit early, that can really help out against a Silver and would be great against a Haze here and even a 7. Disarming Hex would be fantastic here if you do want to do that fight. But I haven't really seen them coordinate those together, and they're just falling further and further behind. And remember, this is a best of 1 series. You can't afford to do these type of mistakes, you know? So we'll keep an eye on them and see if they continue to go that route. There are a couple of things that are really, really helpful for them. First off, Geist scales up great in the late game. You know, once she gets her items, Berserker, things like that, she really is able to get really efficient fights. Venator is going to always be a pain in the butt, and of course, the more money he has, the better. Look at this. Silver just comes on in and is able just to run it down. Necros was just fighting and fighting and fighting and using his abilities there. And then he gets caught out trying to escape, and he's got great mechanics and whatnot, but he's literally just at a power disadvantage, and they still have 2 Rejuvenators. Give up the Guardian bases here, and back away, is what I would be coaching in this scenario, you know? Now with 2 people down, there's still 19 seconds of Rejuvenator. They can afford probably 1 more dive here. Can't do it on Mo and Krill because he's already been picked off an 8-1 Rejuvenator, but everyone else can get in the front lines here. Kelvin grabs the high ground. They turn over and start working on the shrines. 10 seconds of counting for Apollo to come up. They should be able to get at least 1 shrine here. And they do, which will mean that far left lane will have a 10% damage buff on all those minions, so that will be constant pressure they have to deal with. The Rejuvenator is down, and now this is where Tank Busters can look for a kill if they would like. They have Apollo, they have Rim, they have Abrams. They can usually pick 1 target and get it, but For the Jin is able to get out in an intelligent manner. And think about it just a little bit differently here, not to hamper on it too much, but imagine if the 2 people didn't get poked off there. You lose your base guardians, but you keep your shrine up, right? You wouldn't have to deal with that extra buff minion wave coming down the far left, and now Tank Busters has to deal with it. These things stack up really quickly in these games. For the Jin doing a great job and peeling off and just grabbing all the camps you see on here on the far left, taking away the farm, keeping Tank Busters further behind, grabbing centers, kiting backwards. They're playing in like little triangles, which I really love to see. This allows for them to help each other out, but also calms when they're in trouble and back out, which is wonderful to see, man. For tank busters, I'm kind of keeping an eye on Abrams now. Abrams is probably going to be the deciding factor to turn this game around, as he is their main hard engage. In fact, the next time items come up, I want to see what's going on
They've gotten a couple of good engagements onto people like Bongo, but just the superior
in his build. I'm wondering if he can even afford to get a Phantom Strike right now. We're only 25 minutes into the game, but a Phantom Strike can be one of those things that really helps out Abrams for getting a hard engage into a 2, which can help out with your picks, but it does cost $6,400, which is pretty expensive right now. It's a premium item. Like, compare their money, 130k, to the 160k for the Jhin. You know, they're starting to hit 30k. Most builds, in my experience, when it comes to Deadlock, come online around like 18 to 23k. And then, of course, your late game characters really start to scale up. Like, Seven should be getting really strong right now. Haze is definitely really strong. Celeste is building just stamina. She's got Counterspell, Spirit Lifesteal. She's definitely there to bolster out these M1s. Kelvin ultimate here coming down on Geist. Geist still has her ultimate. She's doing a good job of just getting out some decent damage. The Berserker is now online, which means she is doing some decent firepower. Here comes Rim, putting some folks down to sleep. Here comes the bomb that goes straight in for the Kelvin here, who's going to get the Divine Barrier to stay alive. Mo and Krill, though, comes in with the ultimate and gives him the paw straight on the face. Geist is still alive, by the way, showing how efficient she can be in these trades. And Venator was there poking the entire time with grenades. Actually, a solid fight for tank busters. And imagine if they were, like, even on souls, right? I literally think that just came down to just having a soul difference. Geist showcasing why she's such a strong pick. Silver goes in. With some good movement here from Final K, they're able to drop off the gems. They turn around and get some damage, but Haze is coming in for the flank right now. Mo and Krill is low on HP. He has to dive out. Apollo moves in once again, and poor Necros gets picked off. And he's starting to get to a point where he's feeling kind of poor at the moment. And look at Haze, man. Just left-clicking away. Necros and Desling completely down at the moment. And now there's a mid-boss up and available. Now, Balsam is doing a push on here, which I don't hate. He might be making a play here for the Walker, which is actually a good play, because they're going to start getting difficult. You see down here? No! No, Balsam! I would have suicided for the Walker, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, you knew on the minimap there was 3 people behind you, go for the Walker. You're going to die regardless. If you get the Walker here, it gives him an item slot and a lot more money, right? He effectively just starred himself and staggered the game a little bit more, which is really unfortunate. But it's hard to make those decisions at the moment, right? If you go for the zip line and you aren't in the zip line for about 3 seconds, you are able to get knocked down. If you get knocked down, you're stunned, which is rough. If you wait 3 seconds, you become unstoppable, so then you can just ride the whole way there, but he definitely didn't have the time for that. Oh, the parries! Did they get one? They got one. That's actually huge. Kill comes out on Bongo. But Haze will be back relatively soon. Rem's trying to buy time. He's got the orb here. Waiting for the teammate to come in. Jumps over the Tamalog. Now on top of Necros. Trying to hold. Ult comes out, but the ult's not going to do too much. They're all full HP, so there's effectively a stun delaying the inevitable. Geist does go down. Silver trying to hold. But trying to get on top of Apollo here is going to be able to go the poke. It's a 2-for-1 trade so far, as Mo and Krill is curling down and the Rejuvenators have been burned, but there's an Abrams. There is Void. Sup goes down as well. Desley low on HP and it's going to be next, and that's going to be a 5-man team wipe. And for the Jhin now, can make a play here to move in for the Shrine. I believe they can end here if they go together. But something to note is they have to kill the Shrine. Then they have to take the Archmother, which is the core, burn it down to half HP. There will be an 8 to 10 second animation of it transforming, and then of course 20 seconds are burned out on all the death timers here for tank busters. So it is hard to end, but we'll see what they can do. It is a 200k to 153k lead. It looks like they're just prepping to end if they find a pick here. You can see they have Haze pushing on the left, and they have Kelvin pushing in the middle. I love this. It's 2 lanes now pushing in. This will bring minions here to help out with ending the game. They're now working on the Shrine here, and now everyone's set up in a concave. So if they can find a pick, they can end the game here. So it's not over, but they're setting themselves up to do that. Tank busters will have everybody up and available for a defense. And remember, if you have 2 people in the middle of this area here, the Archmother will be unkillable. Indestructible. Rim in trouble and could not tag along. Gets picked off immediately. Necro spawns and immediately dies as well. Jesus Christ. Great synergy here so far for the Jin. They actually go behind enemy lines and get behind the Archmother. And now Hayes can turn around and start getting some damage on top of the Archmother, but with the guys coming out, that will have to be the main target. And they start to burn down the Archmother without any issue. 50% down to 40, and ladies and gentlemen, for the Jin is going to get the first win of the day. Not too shabby.
This is the end of this matchup here because this is just a best of one. For the Jin, we'll be moving on to second stage. Tank Busters,
well,
there is a lower bracket. They can still fight through it.
I think
down 0-1 means
Tank Busters just
for them is going to be
want to fight too much, you know.
Match. So well,
a little bit of patience is what I would encourage for them.
Possible, just getting aggressive all the way from the early game and utilizing every aspect of their heroes. And in the end, Tank Busters just, while they had good reactive play, they were making good rotations, they can't react to everything at once, and eventually something's going to slip through the cracks.
That was a big soul diff. Yeah, the Rejuve fight where two of them die was probably like the biggest mistake.
Made the rest of this game just a snowball straight downhill.
Yeah, and you know what? Tank Busters, unfortunately, like, we agree on this one. Not having that kind of like Mouse 1 hyper carry character, I think is what kind of put them at a bad point, because for the
Rivalitis, yeah.
They had the Haze and the 7. So if one character
like
behind,
in team shooters, you can get away with that kind of stuff because like there's no money involved in currency and resources behind it. So you're always equal to your opponent, and you can make good decisions. And they made good decisions. They just didn't make good macro decisions, you know.
I think it's very funny that the Mole Man,
hard to do,
character that's supposed to be digging underground and like
very hard,
being able to fall through the tunnels and do all these crazy stuff, is going through the high ground of the Cursed Apple, parkouring through, and like the most least expected combos are coming in from the heavens.
Yeah, DDK did a great job of just, again, being one of the initiators for this team, getting the combos off and pushing the tempo. That's what For the Jin were doing throughout this entire game, and that's what got them the dub.
Yeah, most definitely here. But you know what? As we're gonna go ahead and toss it on to the desk once again, Dandro and Mox, you guys take it away.
Take it away.
Thank you so much, boys. Great cast there. In 30-minute speed run game of For the Jin taking on Tank Busters. Mox, I think I heard a trackball get thrown against a wall while we were maybe watching that one going on through, but For the Jin, listen, man, last time we were casting Deadlock, you and I here, games are going 60 minutes. We get a nice little 30-minute burner. I'm not upset about it, but I got to imagine.
I don't miss those 50-minute games, bro. Oh my god.
For the Jin a little bit more, and it felt like in that game they were able to utilize a lot of the strength of their heroes in the best times possible.
I think what we saw was a lot of kind of old school Deadlock where your lane kind of dictates the rest of the game, and maybe it came down to a couple hairs here and there difference of outplays.
I think Stir was a pivotal piece for the early game.
The laning phase, and two things really stood out, and one was Poke had a really good start on 7.
Yep.
And obviously we watched FineOK really dominates on that side lane Silver, putting a lot of MOBA prowess and kind of showing what they can do. And this hero just snowballs really hard. So FineOK did a great job, more than FineOK, obviously, and controlling the tempo of this entire game.
I think bidding Silver is a play against this team for FineOK.
We can shout out did a really good job on that mowing drill, creating a lot of pressure.
I think Shiv was his backup
through some of these replays, and just being the frontline initiator that For the Jin needed.
Yeah, I mean, even just looking at this stat board, you can see a couple of great knows. A huge shout out to Stir. No deaths here. 420 blaze it.
420, bruh.
Kills and assists going on in, and also Hitachi with the 30 assists as well. This guy was everywhere on the map trying to help.
Necro's died 11 times. I mean, it's kind of a side effect of Apollo, but
9-2 for the Haze. Just a lot of presence and a lot of pressure.
I feel like he just fed a little bit too much.
The Hidden King For the Jin. 4, of course, Tank Busters on the other side.
Curious he built no greens. He literally went full damage build.
Oh
my god.
For Bossum, never had a chance to really get
He's got heal bane and that's it.
0-6, really rough. Definitely one of the higher sold characters.
Close quarters, opening rounds.
Not nearly, I think, enough to be the force.
Spirit, Cold Front, Silencing Wave, Torment Pulse, Tank Buster.
Necros with a 3-11, just tough.
Spirit
right?
Rend.
I mean, he was making plays. Had a lot of moments where it was potentially going to be coming on through and looked like that was going to be the deciding factor, but just kind of felt like the counter plays from For the Jin were just a little bit too tough that were there. But a lot of moments that led to For the Jin being our victors here in our opening match of the Deathslam Creator Cup. Mox, help me walk through some of these key moments of this game that helped us get to that victory.
Yeah, maybe we can start taking a look through some of these replays and kind of roll out where everything kind of shook out. Maybe if we can get that back rolling. We'll take a look here. One of these early fights here, you can see very aggressively.
God, there were so many fights on this right side of the map.
Inside of the enemy jungle, just across the map, we have a huge invasion here on this side. It's 3 players invading into the enemy jungle, but Tankbusters are trading pretty effectively because it's by necessity. They have to send this many players here, but on the other side of the map, simultaneously, we're losing a 1v1 because Hayes, Bongo, I don't know if you noticed the same way that I did, but Bongo essentially just had to play opposite side of the map and hit walkers the entire game. Like, maybe we can double check on what those final objective score numbers. 13k, Bongo, 13k, leading all players on objective score. But that was essentially the case for the whole game. The lane
Mock seems a bit quiet.
Really well.
You are a resident golf caster.
We're forced to have to respond to that, leaving Bongo on a side lane alone.
Yeah, it's, never great. Sometimes you're okay leaving one of those heroes kind of on an island. Be like, you know what, this is our character we need that soul investment into. But just seeing the aggression, even from very early on, I think really set the tone, set the pace for a lot of that game that was going on there. And we saw that continuing, right, with mainly some other, basically fights that were happening throughout the time there, with essentially a DDK on the Mo and Krill invading into the space, trying to take that fight against the Apollo. And it was looking a little back and forth for the moment, but it's a huge dome coming out from Hotashi that basically helps bring this back into the favor. Absolutely insane play here.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
Where was that dome done?
Very quickly, because we see the Italian Lusan get caught, but DDK is actually outside of this dome. It's just so unfortunate because you would have think that he gets the finisher onto Necros in that spot, and just the fight breaks out. And the real highlight of this point here is that we could just barely see up here at the top the sole difference between the teams at this 18-minute mark. It's just so wildly different between the two teams. This is straight up just a stat check, okay? Like, this is DDK using the power that they created early on in the match to, again, invade very aggressively, take, favorable fights in the enemy side of the map, which is something that we'll see more and more as these teams start to play. And for all of you out there that are new to Deadlock, this is how you generate leads and establish dominance on the map. Is you take enemy resources, you don't just clean up your own. So it's really impressive to see them.
That's that MOBA life, bro.
And for the rest of the map at this point, it's essentially just continual stat checks. We'll see Poke, Bongo, Final K all on killing sprees as we continue to fight over one of the more important objectives, which is obviously the mid boss.
Yeah, this was crazy to be able to see. Obviously, you see that
where's the
mid-boss
brackets at?
Starting to go on down.
They've been updated yet?
We've all seen this, right? Where this mid-boss fight goes ahead and breaks on out. And
Looks like for the Jin versus Macro Monsters.
You steal one rejuve.
Slammers won their map against Ido.
It's 2 rejuves into the side of for the Jin, and I feel
Shy
like
Hung Alphas versus the
this
Cube.
is basically the nail in the coffin for the game.
So that's the last game we're waiting on right now.
It actually didn't start off as
pretty quick though. Not bad
for these two teams, because DDK here on the left and Bossum on the right were both missing for their team. And Tankbusters actually had a really nice opportunity to contest the mid boss. It's just really good parries coming out for the Jin, understanding that all I have to do is make sure that Tankbusters don't steal away too many rejuve crystals, and then from that point on they just flex their soul lead, as we kind of alluded to a little bit earlier. And they did manage to steal 1, but at this point in the game you have to get 2+.
God, a 40k soul lead is insane.
Of these of the matches,
that's
especially with that
6
yeah, definitely feel like a moment where if
high cost
are able
items,
to team that
you know,
2 rejuves, they
which boils down to 1 high cost item per person.
That's a huge soul swing coming back into your side. We could have seen
it's really hard to overcome that
a little bit more, but like you mentioned, just some quick thinking in that mid boss fight to be able to get them the rejuice that they need. Really kind of highlight moments from both squads, right, into that sort of match. But realistically, for the Jin, I know we got a lot of stir hype in the chat as well going on in, and I think they live up to their name. They look really nice. Mock's a fantastic match to start our Death Slam Creator Cup.
Hey, wait a minute.
Give me some kind of words on how you think maybe this could bode for the
What's
rest
it gonna
of
say,
our
chat?
2 days on some of the matchups that might be coming on through.
What's it gonna say?
Very excited, very proud
what is this
of both
DM?
of these teams. Like I said, I wanted to see how they would kind of blend as a team and take the important objectives against in the game. Those bridge timers, those earn spawns. I think both teams are actually really good about positioning for it. Obviously, when your team is ahead, it's a lot easier for the Jhin
Monk
to kind
S?
of make sure
Yeah,
they
it's kind of
stay
hard
alive,
to.
but it's really impressive so far.
Whispers
Teams
on Twitch are
collapsing to
scary.
help each other. They're actually
You never
able
know,
to
dude.
peel off of fights. There's a couple
You
of
never know what's
fights
about to happen.
early in this game where it was tank busters actually being able to peel away and trade evenly from behind. Stuff like that is really important, and it shows that they're going to be very, very competitive as they go deeper into these brackets.
Yeah, I think it's a great shout out that when we have teams like we have coming on in here, it's a battle, but I think we're seeing this is maybe a little bit higher level deadlock than we've gone and seen here. So I think the rest of our matches today are going to be great. Chat, we're going to go to a quick break here in a moment, but before we do, I want to let you all know about the Discord that we have here at Death Slam events. Make sure that you're doing !Discord in the chat so you can join on in, right? Obviously, today we're running with some of your favorite content creators and competitors coming on in.
They
But if
do
you're making
events
content, new to Deadlock,
for
you're a competitive player, and you're
folks
looking
that are
for
low
other
level.
people
If you guys ever want to play competitive play, it's fun. That's how I got into all this.
A little bit of a more competitive
It's really fun.
yourself. We have stuff going on all the time, so if you want to get involved, make sure
Just don't crash out like I did at the end.
that way you can join in on the fun. But that's our first match of the day. We're getting ready to move on into a little bit of our bracket phase, so it's going to be a best of 3 coming on up after the break. Unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to Mox. We'll get Soren in here on the desk, and we will continue all the action. Don't go
Bye,
anywhere.
Mox.
The
Good
Death
job.
Slam Creator Cup returns after this break.
Good job, Mox. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in the comms.
W. Okay.
Uh-oh. Didn't mute. Yeah. Whoops. Burr, 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 burr. Okay. I think we're just waiting for game number 2, man. What is coming up next? Bum bum ba da 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 da. Let's see. Oh, I think I have a run of show to look at. Let me check real quick. I wonder how the Slammers did. I want to see their matches. Can I do that real quick? Let's pause this real quick. Is Sage M streaming? He might be like trying hard. Oh, he is streaming.
Oh, interesting. Connor has a mod where Abrams is Daniel Craig on the portrait. I don't really know why.
Wait,
That's really scary.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
funny.
really know why.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm watching on his stream. But muted because I don't know what the fuck he's listening to or saying.
Oh, it was the
probably.
Connor game.
We won. Oh shit.
Connor eats fans like Pikachu on the 7th. Like, what's going
They steamrolled good.
yeah, I think you're dead.
Oh, that's smart. He put his socials down the bottom right during the event.
Okay, so they're just playing around their door, I see.
Gun. Maybe lucky shot.
284 to 242k, 38 minutes. Oh my god.
Like, he's gonna be down for that.
I have dumb. I'm gonna get.
They have every ult, by the way. They will definitely try to force this.
We should steal her and not deliver it. It's on left
If
side.
we still earn, they're
right
definitely
side?
gonna do mid.
Bro, they have Abrams, Moen, Krill, and Kelvin. Oh my god.
Also, this is like a really long game.
That is so many tanks. And Shiv?
And their waves are bad. We could just end.
Red. True.
God, Dorman's the scariest guy on the team right now.
Yeah, don't even play next to him. He's gonna do some shit. He's looking to.
So attempt to keep every wave push. Just chill out.
Wait, that's a dead doorman. That's a dead doorman, bro. Oh, I see. I see. He was trying to steal somebody. Clever.
Wait, how is he alive? Oh my god.
Cheat death, bro. No way. Is he still doing shit?
I threw a ball in.
That's so funny.
Buff's gonna earn her up.
That is so funny.
I got health buff though. I'm alive.
I need to play cheat death more often.
We should attempt to push waves as well.
They're grabbing her right now.
I got the waves, don't worry. Okay, that's fine.
What if we force mid then?
No, what if we just forcing mid?
Yeah, 7's getting into like late game beast mode.
They'll be all the way up here stacked for urn.
Yeah, they have also
They just sent him
could
back.
force mid,
Are
probably.
we doing mid? Are we doing mid? Or what are we doing?
Are we killing this Viper throat?
Oh, Moan Crow got caught. Moan Crow got caught.
So Wheel's in their base right now.
Did he get doormanned?
I'm killing Viper.
They got doormanned.
I don't even know what to buy anymore.
We're so deep in their base.
I killed Viper.
They have Dynamo ult. They have Dynamo ult. Dynamo ult. Dynamo ult.
Viper dead.
1-for-1 trade. Big globe.
I'm so deep. What am I doing?
You should ult this. There it is.
I think we're all deep. Big ult. Big ult. We kind of shouldn't have done that, but.
Big knockdown. Huge knockdown. Oh my god, this doorman is eating!
Why did it go? Hey, yeah, we need it back.
Oh shit.
Wait, why did it work? Oh, I'm ulted. It's okay. Wait, can you not unstoppable during the? Oh,
No, you have to do it beforehand, bro.
I have a pressure. We need to back up. Honestly, I would say we could force it. Oh, that's so sad.
They have no... They could do boss. This team should do boss, because like all their damage is gone now. It's just Shiv.
Why is it inconsistent? Like, why do some ults do it and some don't?
It's a channeling ult, so you can't do it mid.
But like, isn't Haze a channeling ult?
What do these words mean?
Don't you have to do it before on Haze too?
It takes a second to pop your ult. Like you have to sit there for a second, like a chud.
Gotcha.
Well, Billy's kind of deep. Yeah. Are you able to get on him?
This doorman's been fucking
Doorman.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this doorman is eating their entire team right now.
It's just the doorman.
Oh my god, this doorman is destroying.
Stop staying around the doorman.
You're not teaching doorman anyone unless you silence him.
Oh my god. Who's playing doorman?
I'm just trying to push the waves to help him.
He's gotten so many hard engages.
We should probably like push up to help this. They have no dynamo.
I'm up in 10.
Oh my god, they're gonna lose. Oh my god, they're throwing this game.
Try to stay alive, yeah.
We gotta stay back behind the halfway mark. We cannot push up past the halfway mark. That's his door range. His door is 200 meters, so he can.
We need to be set up for it. We need our 7 here. Our 7 like is just gonna have to shred and pit, and we'll also have Mo ult.
I have max dash, so.
I can pop my ult whenever like the urn's about to drop or the rejuve's about to drop, so we could just take it while they're stunned.
Dude, the other team should be getting a mid boss right now.
He just got it.
Okay, so they are gonna have.
They're pushing green, pushing yellow. They have 40 seconds to do mid boss. I would go to that right now.
Just got unstoppable.
Viper's in mid.
Because then you can doorman out if you need to.
They're all there. We need to be.
Yeah, they're doing it nice.
Go back. Yeah, down the.
I'm gonna have 7 ult.
Go down there.
Wait, no, I don't have 7 ult. Never mind.
Oh! You got 2. 1 taken. Not bad. No ult for 7 though. Dynamo ult. Oh, they lose this. They actually lose this so hard. Oh my god, it's over. Oh, it's over. Okay, it's not over actually, because they still have to kill Shrine the shit.
Not a panic ult.
Have both the rejuvenators been used? Oh my god. I don't think they have the damage. She was shielding, it was really well done.
I think I did good. I don't know what happened.
Alright, Mo.
Their waves are bad. It's not that bad.
What a game.
Get a patron.
Okay, guys, listen. Do not go past the halfway mark. Doorman will ult you in base, and one more fight, and we can lose. We cannot go dying to the Stormman again.
Yeah, there's a range to the door. He can't use it anywhere on the
only
map.
door so far. It's 200 meters, so if he places in base, he can't go past like this line.
He puts his door here, and he can only get it like here, like where my drawing is.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's his range.
I'm not gonna lie though, Doorman's like, they set them up for a win hard.
Even if he comes out of nowhere, he can't get you.
I'm just gonna stay with you right now because we're only 2.
I'm just kind of pushing lanes. I'm not
stamina
doing much
for
since it's only us
cooldown.
Okay.
They're getting earn. They're actually above us in souls now, and they can win.
Yeah.
Like we waited way too long.
Like we're letting them scale by not being able to end properly. The Dormant's picking up the urn.
Hill. I'm gonna go hill and maybe die.
Can we kill this thing?
They don't have a dynamo ult for urn. I can make my way over.
Did he use refresher? Do we know?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then we can maybe make our way to this urn then.
Huh, what a game.
No regen and buy wall?
Yeah, I don't know what he's farming for. Why is he farming?
You need warpstone. On
Yeah,
Mongrel,
you should sell your extra regen and get warpstone.
I guess I can get Transcendent cooldown. But like other than that, like,
Just teleports you whenever you use it like 10, 15
he's full build, bro. Give that money to Apollo.
It's like a tracer blink. A Phantom Strike just teleports you to an enemy instantly, and it disarms them.
And it drops them out of the sky.
Yeah. We're just holding on their
It's 6,400 souls.
Which one am I getting rid of?
Extra regen.
Extra regen. It's your tier 1.
He's just fucking farming, bro. I've been there. You're just like, alright, I guess I'll keep farming.
I can't afford Phantom Strike.
Transcendent cooldown? Alright.
Why is it playing double?
A shield or suppressor would be good to sell.
Or Quicksilver, probably?
Quicksilver reload?
Quicksilver on Mo? Bro, if you don't have Quicksilver already, like, what are you doing?
You honestly, you need to get warp
Dynamo has ult. Dynamo's ult.
10 minutes in. Like, it's like such a vital item on Mongrel.
Okay. Wasn't in my build.
Yeah, I'm guessing you haven't been able to like ult people that much.
It wasn't in my build.
If you have
In there.
It just makes it so much easier to catch up to people.
Bro, I don't know.
Don't walk too far.
They seem so scared to win.
Don't get in his range.
They drop urn mids and
The thing is, like, you can keep pushing waves, but what you're effectively doing when you're pushing waves
so they have losing
is you're giving them farm to get back in the game, right? It's a tug of war, you know?
We should probably stack around mid. Just keep every wave push though. I see one. That's Stormman. He has Arcane Surge on his door. It's a little bit further.
Yeah, so it's like 240
Fucking
meters.
crazy.
So it's like it's actually like right here where we can door people.
This is intense.
Burn also doesn't even mean that much anymore. We probably all have our items.
Yeah.
But it's just like
so
a good
strong.
team fight. Graves is on yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, alphas versus cubes.
It's mids up now.
Welcome to esports.
I see Dynamo.
They might force mid because they do have double dynamo ult.
I think they should force mid, get it to halfway, then see what they do.
We should just attempt to keep every wave push, but just don't dive.
That should be the play, bro.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't push up any further.
I wouldn't even touch them.
I mean, with the only real threat with pushing far is probably just Doorman, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not like I feel like we win every fight. It's just like Dorman.
You can go together, boys.
They might be going for urn here.
Yeah,
They're so scared of losing that they can't win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm keeping wave. I know.
Dynamo's looking for Warpstone Tully.
Yeah.
Viper's like half, by the way.
Should we go try to end? I'm silencing Dynamo. Dynamo silence.
Wait, focus Viper, she's so low.
What's up?
He's just standing there healing. It does less damage because it's shooting through a portal and the distance is too far, so he's like out healing it.
Do it.
That's so funny. Abrams trying to end. Okay, that's game. There we go. That's game. Abrams is ending. No, just go win. Don't go win. Don't do mid. Just go win. They won. Phew. That was crazy. Not a crazy match, dude.
Just be careful. Be careful for the doorman.
Everyone's probably dead.
He can't get us all.
I just got doorman ulted. I got.
And I can control elevation on something like that. Yeah, you can go up and down. Shift and your crouch button. All right, that's game. GG. Woof. GG, bruh. Uh-oh. Killed my stream. It'll come back, chat. Don't worry. My God. That was scary. That was almost an L. Death Slam events. Let's go. Game over. Game over, bruh. Okay, so that should be all the matches now put in. What is the planned match for round number 2? Looks like it's gonna be losers round 2. Oh, I see. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it looks like it's losers round 1. So whoever loses is out of the tournament. So I think it's Tank Busters taking on the Cube. Everyone needs to. Bum bum ba da 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 boo boo boo. Burr 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 dur dur. Man, they did such a good job. Look at this. They already got like the replays going during this. I'm almost out of Seeker to Alchemist. Nice, dude. What'd you have to do? What'd you have to improve on to get up there? You just grinding? You don't know? Good morning, Deadlockers. Morning. Just been on a giant win streak. Interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Sometimes the dubs just come in. Seminole is so cool. Like, visually, it's just so exciting. Burr, burr. Well, there were so many times that Silver got low on HP. It was crazy. The big earners. Oh, this is the next match? Big earners versus Tank Busters? Yeah, I think they're getting ready for game number 2. So, big earners versus Tank Busters. We just saw Tank Busters lose. Big earners. That team is Sora, Midas, or Midas? Yeah. TK Breezy, Pixie, Alrin and Archie Mebob. I think Kelvin will be highly contested for them. They've been practicing a lot of Kelvin. All right, chat. I'm gonna rest real quick, and then hopefully I'm back for the draft. Okay? Be right back.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Death Slam Creator Cup. If you're just joining us, you missed a fantastic match number 1 between For the Jin and Tank Busters. We're For the Jin in a nice little 30-minute barn burner, able to take them on down. We had to say goodbye to Mox, but we get to say hello to Soren joining us here on the desk for our next matchup coming on through. Before we tee up our next matchup of the day, my friend, give me a little bit of thoughts on that game number 1, because you were in the casting booth.
I was. It was pretty exciting to watch. It was a good game between For the Gen and Tank Busters. I mean, we were talking a lot about comps, and Admiral and I each had our thoughts about what went wrong. I think it was mostly down to just the tempo that For the Gen were bringing. Tank Busters did a really good job in the early game. If you remember, it was even up until like 17, 18 minutes. They played it really close, good rotations from both teams. It was just that eventually For the Gen managed to sneak a team fighter through the cracks, and just kind of get enough of a lead to get going into the mid game.
Yeah, no, it was really it felt very close, like you mentioned, right up until that point where kind of just felt like the tempo got away from them. But guess what? If you are a Tank Busters fan, the redemption starts here, because that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be sticking on board with the Tank Busters, but it's a new opponent. They're going to be going up against the Big Earners. That's a URNERS, which fantastic name. I really appreciate it. But it's a brand new squad led by Captain Piggy, of all people. And they got some heavy hitters on this roster, my friend. All right, I'm looking at names like Midas, TK Breezy as well, coming to us from the FGC. A couple of other fantastic players in that roster as well. Very excited to see what they can make happen here. If you are the Tank Busters getting ready to prepare for this matchup here, Soren, what kind of learnings are you taking from map number 1 that you're going to try and bring into this series that's there?
I think, again, it's just about playing the map at the timings that you can. I think they were already showcasing that they did that well. Like, at the 5-minute mark, we saw that they were the ones at the buffs. They were prepared for it even better than For the Gen were. So I want to see them continue that. And they had good rotations in response. It's just about, can you turn that into doing it first? Can you be the ones this time to take the tempo? I think your draft strategy was okay. I feel like they were missing just a little bit of power, like the raw hero strength in the meta that For the Gen had. But that might be more of an issue of just player hero pool. And if that's the case, then hey, stick to what you play well, right? We saw some good plays out of players like Void on the Geist, right? So stick to what you know, get those timings down, and make sure that you're the ones who are always playing the game your way.
No, very, very interesting to see.
All right, what I miss, gamers? I actually heated up some quesadillas real quick, so I had some food. I was like, oh, I should eat. Because we're casting after this. I could probably watch 2 games, and then I need to check in. And so I'll host them and send you guys over there.
In that last game, I wonder if we'll see some of the similar bands coming out here immediately. And we will, as Tank Busters will continue on their path. They really hate this Mirage. First ban last game, first ban this game.
Not at all surprising. I think
Mirage makes sense. He gets a lot of value playing the global map, and they want to fight. Tank Buster just run it down, if we're being honest. And banning Mirage is smart, if you run it down.
No bias whatsoever, but we will see the Billy come through for Tank Busters as they pick that one up. I was a little bit curious about the Yamato ban last game against Tank Busters, but someone reminded me that Necros actually has a really good Yamato. So if we do see that one come through, I'd be excited to see how it goes. But Billy first is going to be the pick. That could also be a Necros hero. Not quite sure. And then Geist picked up here for Big Earners.
Yeah, I think we're seeing some similar sort of phases coming on through here. I think, for the Big Earners, I think taking out that Celeste early is a really good pick there. We saw how impactful it was by Stir in that last game. And maybe this team, obviously, maybe having watched that or just in their own scrims and realization saying, hey, we don't really know how to deal with the unicorn. So let's go ahead. Let's try and get him out of here. And maybe this is part of the reason why, right? You have this Lash pick in your back pocket. Celeste, very highly mobile hero, can be hard to chase down. The Lash coming on through, a character that we haven't really seen a ton of. Talk me through the Lash and talk me through this Venator pick from Tank Busters.
So I think Lash is largely a comfort pick. I'm seeing that Midas is very comfortable on that hero, but also it's just generic good teamfight utility.
Almost done. Sorry.
A little further down, but these teams have been scrimming each other. Maybe kind of a meta has started to develop of, okay, we're going to ban Lash at the mid stage, so big earners wouldn't take it here in the first phase. Not quite sure how that's worked out between the teams, but Lash early here as
I feel like Geist and Lash are really clever picks
on the other side, I think is just kind of the
into Tank Busters with how we saw them play. Because Lash and Geist are time buyers. They can stay alive for a long time and force you to commit to them, and if you don't have the game sense or awareness to know if a gank is coming your way, they're going to turn the tide on you pretty quickly. It could just be one tricks, but just knowing the playstyle of Tank Busters, I feel like they're good picks in general.
Yeah, I think it's a
Rim, Mo, and Krill.
You can't look at that last game and be like, oh, like, you know,
Abrams.
Hero incredibly terrible.
I feel like Wraith would be incredible against them too.
Especially as a Venator.
Yeah, there's Mo and Krill. Yeah.
Movement, right on your side, it can be hard to get away.
Mo and Krill.
I am a little bit scared right now when we see the Mo and Krill come in, tied up with a Lash as well. This feels like to me, Soren, they're just wanting to maybe single out one particular player and just kind of be able to go all in on them. I mean, just being able to even tie up, like, you know, obviously the Death Slam from the Lash and then into like a Lady Geist Bomb or something like that. Feeling really crazy. Then we also see it followed up with a Rem ban that's there as well. No little demon here on the map as well. Gotta imagine that's probably for that sleep kind of being a little bit of an anti-Mo and Krill alt,
Well, I think it's clear.
What do you think about that?
A little bit something like that. But
with Tank Busters, when they played Rim, their whole idea is they played it like I hate to keep saying Marvel Rivals, but they played it almost kind of like League of Legends, where you put a Rim on a carry, and Rim's he's not that designed, right? He's not there to enable one person, he enables the team. When he bounces around, he'll put healing on people. And they kind of used him as like a way to like bait fights, and then they would just sit him on Necros. It almost feels like they're trying to enable Necros to do whatever he wants to do.
I'm right there with you. I'm very curious how the rest of this goes because
I don't want to talk to people. No, thank you.
Have a lot of that front line,
why is this not on mute?
Characters like
I gotta mute my phone chat.
Feel at least a little bit more beefy that maybe can be able to deal with this if possible.
It's so interesting seeing Marvel Rivals players draft in a MOBA.
Kelvin was a huge factor in why they were able to win it.
And they're like, just let Necros carry. And I don't think that works here, but we'll see how it goes.
From the Tank Busters here, because I'm getting a little bit of a glimpses from that last
like, I wonder if they're gonna go straight Page here and just give him a shield over and over. Oh, they go Ivy.
A little bit too weak.
Ivy can build into her too and give you a lot of attack speed, which can be beneficial on Yamato.
But it doesn't quite fit with what big earners have so far. I love the
Where's the mainstream Thinking Follow cast? Right here. I will host it right after this. Because it's after the series that I'm casting.
But where's your damage? Again, I'm just questioning that a little bit. They're going to have to use those last two picks for something like that, especially now that Tank Busters picked up that Mina.
Yeah, big runners were really tank heavy last time. They went Kelvin, Mo, and Krill, and Abrams, I think. Oh, no, that was the other team.
Mina. The only thing you're missing is something like a pick hero.
Yeah.
Is Paradox a thought here for Tank Busters? So you've got a Billy, I guess, in that slot, but you know you do need someone to try and shut down this Lash before he can
Warden, huh?
Krill. So okay, big earners here do come in with the damage. I like this. They picked up the Warden, probably the next best slot here for them. Even if it falls a little bit flatter than something like Venator.
Dude, Tank Buster will get so much value here, unironically.
Of the draft. And then
dude, Silver went last? That's crazy.
That might be the biggest value pick so far in this draft. Pairing it up with the Kelvin that we saw last game, and the Bola to be able to lock things down for Warden as well. Like, that is a high value pick.
Yeah, big earners feels like they want to just straight run at you here, Soren, when I'm looking at that lineup. It is just, let's go down and, hey, Listen, we've been saying it since the beginning. Soren knows ball, okay? Paradox comes on through. You wanted a pick hero. You called out Paradox. You get the pick hero. Talk to me about how Paradox might fit into this lineup. It maybe could potentially be a little bit of a counter for what the Big Earners is trying to do.
Hold on, I'm just checking my Discord VC. Make sure I'm in the Death Slam Events 1 production, not in Tank Busters VC. Got it? Yep. Okay. Not giving live draft strategy here, but yeah, the Paradox is gonna try and help secure some of these kills for Tank Busters. I think they've got the damage, they've got the front line. It's just about, you know, making sure that these beefy players from Big Earners are staying in the kill area for long enough, and Paradox will be able to help with that, as well as some utility with the Silence Wall coming in. So a lot of threats on the side of Big Earners in the forms of that Silver and Warden and Kelvin, as well as the pick potential of Mo and Krill and Lash. So there's definitely a game plan here for both sides. And it's really tough to say who came out on top, but if I'm Tank Busters, I really got to be wary of that Silver because we just saw FineOK do insane things on that hero last game, so that's fresh in there.
I'm really terrified for Tank Busters. How do you save a Lash Kelvin engage?
So even if the Tank Busters maybe takes them a little bit of a game to get back into their seat, no worries. You're still going to have another opportunity. We have our casters ready to go. The game is ready to get played. Let's head on over to Vinzetti and Tempo.
Like, you kind of flail around if you get hard engaged.
This is looking like
it's Tempo!
What are your thoughts on the draft? We were talking about back and forth.
I haven't casted with Vinzetti yet.
That deep, but you know, it's looking like a good one.
Yeah, I think both teams are really playing to their strengths here. I did like the early Yamato actually, in place of something like a Silver or maybe a Kelvin, which would be like the more optimal play. But
video games, meh. Destroying my opponents.
It makes a lot of sense to go for like a Yamato, anti-Lash,
in a video game environment.
Someone on comfort. We always want
all about it, baby.
We're not playing at the pinnacle here. We're playing at the best, but we're not playing at the pinnacle. So comfort is worth its weight in gold. You can just walk into these fights. You know all your buttons do.
I feel like if I cast with this guy, I would start talking really fast.
Perfect. I'm really interested in this Kelvin pick just in general. We know this hero is extremely powerful. It's a menace wherever it goes. We saw last game a Kelvin go, what was it, 3rd, 4th items bound the spirit? Do you think we're going to see it again?
I mean, you never know. You never know. It's like a very greedy style of Kelvin where you're just only playing for like the big number is very nice. But I mean, a lot of Kelvins nowadays also go for like stuff like compress.
I think it's so fucking funny that Tempo has a microwave in his room.
One of the new meta revelations in higher
Love it.
has been to go for like a gun spike early, going for like opening.
He's like, you know what this room needs? It's a microwave.
Just getting your charges on that way to get a lot of healing. So, I mean, I'm interested to see what they're gonna pull out here, and of course maybe have some fun with the builds as well.
Yeah, always want to have fun with the builds. I mean, we saw a Billy as well. I mean, there's just, if this Kelvin ulties 3 members from Tank Busters, I feel like it's just gonna be Royal Rumble inside the dome. You've got so many ultis you can throw down in there for both sides. You're not exactly safe in the dome. You want to be safe in the igloo. Any kind of like lanes you feel like we're gonna have to look out to? Obviously, we don't know what the matchups are necessarily right now, but is there a hero that you want to really keep an eye on to see if they dominate? We're gonna have to worry about it. Maybe that Yamato we mentioned earlier, the Mina.
Yeah, I think it's very important that the Hidden King come off to a good start, or Tank Busters, I should say. I think they have a lot of characters that really want to get an early start and snowball off of it, and then they have a little bit of late game insurance in the Venator. If they can give that space to the Venator and actually roam around the map and get a bunch of kills with the Billy ults and the Yamato, the Ivy, there's a lot of like characters that just wanna fight, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense.
Fight!
I'm making a name for myself as being kind of the ultimate Lady Geist hater, and I'm starting to be a believer though. I've seen it start really take over games. It might happen.
Wait, why would you hate Lady Geist?
So good. You just you click the 2 button, you spam it at their whole team, and you take no damage.
Yeah, like what the heck? Lady Geist is incredible. How could you be a Lady Geist hater?
We got this Silver versus Lady Geist.
Okay, commentary time, chat. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Lash, Paradox, Yamato, Venator, Billy versus the Moen.
So for this match, immediately on the far left, we see Lash and Paradox together. What the Yamato, by the way? It's actually Yamato and Paradox together. I think it's really important. Paradox has a hard time in lane. Her kinetic carbine's super loud, and it's one of the main ways that she gets decent damage in. Like, you usually want to hit that, and then you want to follow it up with a headshot. So you kind of need somebody that can kind of distract from you so you can do that kind of stuff. And if you're with another scaler, it just feels really awful. Yamato is one of these characters that has a great early game lane phase. She has a hard engage with her grappling hook if she needs it. She has a 1 that will charge up an attack, and you can click it at any point and it does decent damage. And if you get a full charge on it, it does more damage. And then you have a slash on your 3 that allows for you to life trade, which is really, really nice. It gives you a little bit of healing, and it enables her to kind of be in the front line. If she gets a kill or two, she can snowball quite quickly. So having those two together makes sense to me. Paradox afterwards can, of course, start roaming when she gets her build up, but she's trying to get to 3600 as safely as possible, pretty much, is what she's looking for, so she can build up her ultimate. So we'll keep an eye on that. Here on the other lane, we have Billy versus Mo and Krill, with a Venator and a Kelvin mixed in. This lane is incredibly safe for the big earners, but I do worry that they're going to get poked out over time. We will see. There are, of course, healing elements available to it, and there's actually Necros going in. Warden Cage coming in to try and lock him down, but he's able to move out smoothly. And you see Paradox struggling, right? She has such a hard time trading in terms of damage. She's more of a roamer that has great pick potential, with her needing to put down her bomb, and then, of course, her swaps that she can do when she gets her level 4 up. She will be really effective in that regard. And you see her being bulled out. And this is actually very, very normal. Like, if a Paradox dies 2 times in lane, I kind of expect it. But you don't want to be feeding a Lash or a Warden. Both those are great mid-game characters for their pick potential. Lash a little bit more so, as he's able to kind of counter-engage. I kind of like, and this is probably like an improper phrase to say, but Lash to me is like the king of cock blocking. He just, like, if you try to go for a hard fight or an engage, he's able to get above you. His ultimate has such stopping power, and then also slows down your build because you need to get counterspell, things like that. So essentially, you don't want to have a Lash get ahead, right? Because if he gets ahead, the cock blocking starts earlier, you know? And that's kind of things that you don't want to deal with in life, you know? At least that's for me. You know, some people are into that, but, you know, not for me when it comes to MOBAs. We're going to see Ivy going for a hard engage tear in the bottom, but Geist does what Geist does best. She is able to back away from the fight. She has the light suck, and then, of course, she can kind of dictate how things are going to go when that is up and available. And if you run down into a small choke area, you don't want to chase Geist down there. She's going to trade really, really efficiently. Ooh, barely getting out of that cage there is Necros. Ooh, big fight happening over here. Mo and Krill on top of that Venator going for the shots. Nice movement so far. And Bassam overextends and gets taken out. Looks like Billy might be next. Scorn will go through the wall. Couple of good shots coming in. No way. Is Kelvin go for the chase? Kelvin does go for the chase, and that's going to be the pick. Nice job by TK Breezy, as that lane is actually able to bully in. And I wonder if Bassam and Bogart just got a little bit too aggressive. It's weird because, like, Billy is really, 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 really strong, but you do need to dictate the pace of a frontline fight, and that can be kind of hard and difficult to do, right? And I looked like the Venator was actually ahead of him in that last engagement, which means Billy has no control, right? So kind of curious how that went down. Looks like a disengage is going to go ahead and occur here on the far right lane. Pixie and TK Breezy are low on HP, but they are very ahead in souls. If they can hold out for about 200 souls on Mo and Krill, and about 600 souls for TK Breezy, they easily turn around the fight and even maybe go for a pick before that happens. There is a big flank coming in, though. As you can see, Mina on the far right lane is actually going in for that Mo and Krill and Kelvin, and they want to get that kill before the ults come off. We'll see if they're going to be able to do just that. Mo and Krill is low on HP. Looks like he's going to stay, which is a bit scary. He can, of course, Scorn and get off the hill. Great parry coming out from Necros. Oh, my God. Swings in and stops Midas. Can he get this kill here? And it looks like he can't with no cooldowns, but that's kind of the appeal of a Yamato. Great parry there. Jeez, that was really smooth, Necros. All right, I see you. And the ultimates come in, and I told you guys, once those ultimates hit, and if you're behind, you're screwed. Look at this. This is, and I hate to keep seeing Marvel Rivals, but like, this is where knowledge checks come in when it comes to Souls and MOBAs, right? There's no reason for these two to be near these two when 3600 is hitting, and they are 800 souls away from it, right? And you just die. The heroics and MOBAs are usually the big power swings you are looking for. And so Boger learns that lesson again. In today's match, TK Breezy and Pixie do a great job of trading out those resources. And that's one cool thing that I love seeing is like there's a lot of fighter players that are playing Deadlock, and I think being able to trade resources and understanding like frame data and how punches go and what you can and cannot get away with, limit testing essentially, is such a great skill to bring over into Deadlock for fighters, and it's cool to see, man. Good job by Pixie and TK Breezy over here on the far right. Now we're back over here in the middle with Mina being played by Sup. Mina, one of these characters, man, that can just really kind of be in your face and it's hard to lock down. Expecting a lot of slowing hexes to be picked up. In fact, it's something that big earners should be thinking about is getting slowing hex. But hang on, let's keep an eye on Ivy here, who comes in for the stone form, locks him down. Gonna have a chase coming in from the werewolf. Guy's low on HP, runs around the corner, has to wait on the radiant regeneration, and she does have regen coming in from both her radiant regeneration, her extra regen, and her monster rounds. So she's able to get away with a little bit of HP. Ivy trying to escape, but she used all of her cooldowns, and in the early game, her cooldowns are massive, especially on her stone form. And it was not available, so they will get picked off. The big earner's doing a great job right now in terms of team fights, and honestly, just straight up trading on their abilities, right? It is quite the difference between tank busters. And things are not looking too good. Now, there is good news for tank busters. Yamato, always good, especially going into the early to mid game. Can start getting to a point where she can be diving walkers. Ivy scales up incredibly well. She's one of those characters that I think is really well designed in Deadlock. Once you get 5 points into her 1, 2, 3, or 4, and they all do different things, they're going to allow for you to really start to dictate the pace of the game. And right now she is building into her 1, which is going to be her vines. And those vines will allow for you to toss those down, slow down the opposing team. If they stand it too long, they will be immobilized. I would recommend probably leveling up the Stone Golem afterwards on the 3. It will give you spirit scaling, which in general is very, very helpful if you want to go for a couple of spirit scales. Also, you get cooldown reduction, a little bit more healing. Makes your life easier as a support. But right now, Deathy is building into that 1, so that's going to be nice. And then, of course, Venator scales up into the mid-game quite well. He's one of these, like, resource trade, control characters. So there are things that are going well for tank busters, but it's going to take some time. And the problem is, Big Earners is doing such a fantastic job of just applying pressure to the map. They are sacrificing their far left portion of the map. I would not leave that ill-advised for too long. Okay, it looks like Yamato's going to be over here to clear that up. So tank busters are trying to force something in the middle lane, and they are just straight up forcing a fight here. Paradox takes low damage, gets picked off. There goes Deathy as well. And the werewolf is in, dude. Just dropping down the bites and the claws. An immediate kill up. And if I'm looking at the map right now, they're defending this massive push in the middle of the lane, and they're also stealing away the jungle, and they're protecting their guardians. The big earners are just doing a much better job in terms of macro at the moment.
They need to find some aggression in here, surely.
And I don't know. The commentators are calling for more aggression from the tank busters. I actually heavily disagree. Oh, they're going to go for it, though. They go in. Lash is found. Midas, however, in his prime position to escape. Silence comes out, bouncing off the walls, and he does get picked up there. Beautiful find. And this is where I disagree with the aggression. I want them to kind of hold their side of the map and farm up a couple of items that can be impactful for their characters, right? They've drafted a lot of characters that require a decent amount of souls and require a few items before they come to effective. Paradox, for instance, wants to be able to start rotating, wants a couple of abilities to be able to start rotating around the map, being available. You know, Yamato wants to be able to start building up into her damage here. And she does have one thing important that's here, the Backstabber, also known as Stalker. Stalker's actually the main name, he just changed it, and I can't stop saying Backstabber. But that quiets their footsteps and gives them a decent power spike. Wondering if we're going to see Cold Front, but that will allow for Necros to really just kind of get in the front line and hold things down. Whereas I want to see Venator just kind of sit in lane for a bit and farm up, right? All these fights are going to be unfolding, and he can rotate to them if he wants to, but I want him to be getting up into that 15 to 18k soul area, which will allow for him to have things like lifesteal, moving into his weapon damage, have more points into his grenade most likely for some poke damage. Melee charge can be wonderful on as well for combos later on where you start one-shotting people. But that kind of stuff falls off if you're falling behind, and right now they're 7k behind, and they need to close that gap. It is a comeback earn, which is something that I would like to see come out from tank busters. But the big earners did take it away and brought it over here, right? Mina rotating over to maybe go look for it. Lash does see it. It is green, and he keeps his eyes on it. Nice job by him, denying that earn. Here's a fight currently happening on the far right portion of the map here. Big earners trying to force something. Monkra ultimate's already down, but Silver is about to go into werewolf form. And she's actually in the middle of the map working on a walker while this entire engagement has happened. Tank busters are just getting straight up out macroed right here. Straight up, dude. All the way through. Urn has been denied, preventing them from going for a comeback turn-in. Walker in the middle being taken down. 3 people pushing in this Guardian over here. And they're being pushed into the map. It's just a side effect of if you put too much aggression in the early game and give up a couple of kills, you can really start to fall behind in MOBAs. And big earners are just in full control. Like, Lash over here is literally running around, grabbing boxes, grabbing minions, and keeping this Urn away. This Urn is massive in comeback mechanics. It's almost the value of a walker at 10 minutes, and the Urn gets more value as time goes on. And if you get that turn in, that'll give you an easy 5,000, 6,000 souls for your team, a little bit more for the person who turns in, and allow you to turn the tide of the game, right? And big earners is just making sure that's not happening here. Finally, the Urn is taken, and Mina's gonna go ahead and pull it on back. And the question here is, what is big earners gonna do? Are they gonna try and invade? Will they go for walkers? Preferably, I would love for them to do a 2-2-2. Push all the waves during this. One person at least has to go over here for the Urn. But Tank Busters is going to bring multiple people instead of a concave, which you see here. And this will allow for you to move in and grab these walkers. And if you grab these walkers, you get the same amount of money in the early game as your opponent, and you get more item slots, and you get map control. Now, Urn turn goes in. Kelvin steps up to try and get some damage on clearing some of those out. His Arctic Beam is fantastic for stealing away a few of those. Great turnaround here from the Tank Busters as they get a kill on him. Lash did rotate in over here. Did not have the ultimate, but at least is here to help out. Meanwhile, Geist is currently in a full-on fight. Ivy, great job here flying and rotating over to Geist to try and go for the fight. There is an ultimate available. Will he get it? Soro does get it! A wonderful trade for him. And this is the strength of a Geist. Continues to drop some buttons there. And she might actually get out of there. Nice. Love to see it. Now, a little bit more damage to go on the walker over here. And there was about 33% of the walker burned over here for the Archie, who was playing walker. Or Warden, excuse me. And he actually goes up to 15k souls. Oh my god. That out of their mind. Another wave hits here as well. So not a bad trade overall. And a great moment for the Tank Busters. Pretty resilient, to be quite frank with you. 7k behind at the moment, but still in this game. And I like how they're slowing down a little bit here. This is tournament life. It's a best of 3 series. So they do have a total of 3 here to win. But of course, if they take an L here, either team, they are knocked out of this tournament. Necros goes in. Stoneform comes out, trying to play around the map. Some great shots coming out from Warden. They're going to be able to get that kill there in a 2v1. Billy comes in to try and punish. Big ultimate coming in, though, for the last stand. And if he can stay on top of these targets, he's going to be very, very effective. But, a little bit too much damage. And will get picked off. I'm actually quite curious about his build. I'll have to keep an eye on that for Archie. May have not spent all of his souls because he was farming that entire time. But if he gets that last stand off and has, like, Spirit Lifesteal baked into it, I could see him being really effective. But Tank Busters grab a Guardian here. And that is a hefty amount of souls. Jumping up to 71k. Still 10k behind at the moment. But definitely being resilient, which you like to see. I actually wouldn't mind Billy going for that. Whenever you're behind and you do find a kill or two, you need to steal away opportunities from your opponent. So him going over here and grabbing that camp would have been nice. And Billy's pretty good at being able to rotate out, and he had 3 people near him, so that would have been an okay steal here, but decides against it. And every small decision in a MOBA, man, or deadlock, stacks up, right? Those are now souls that you could have given to your opponent by accident just for not taking them. Nice shots coming in here. Silver should be able to follow this up. Silence Wave comes out. It's going to be full control over the area here. Looks like Silver did get it, and Silver having a health buff is not something you want to give away to her. Gives her a little bit of HP and some regen. And now the werewolf just goes at it. Chasing down Paradox. Some solid movement, but I don't think it's enough. As Arlen is going to be able to find a kill. Oh, hang on though. Warden making a big play here on the far left. Walker in the middle did finally go down. The big earners really doing their best here to try and open up the map. Ivy trying to go for a hard engage. Oh no, there's a fight here on the far right too. Just fights happen all over the map here. Billy in a potential 1v3. Venter is near on by and he's trying to poke. Here comes a silence wave, making it hard for Billy to go up, and he's going to be able to jump out. Is he going to chase? He's trying to. No 2 available to jump on his target, so he will have to back out. But just full aggression occurring here. And look at the map, dude. Look at this. The tank busters are running out of space. 70% of the map is blue. You have TK Breezy over here taking away minion camps. You have Silver taking these camps here as well. You have Geist over here winning 1v2s. Has an ultimate available. Just scaling in damage. Sneaking away. Now, Mina does go for a chase here. And I like this play here from Sup. Does know he has to back up, and Geist runs into a wall and turns around the health. Goes in for Billy. Here comes the chains. They're trying to force a 3v1 here on Geist. If they get the kill, that's going to be good to see, and they do. And now the big earners are thinking about coming over for a fight. But when they rotate it over, Midas actually gets picked out. Didn't even get an ultimate off. And this is a moment for tank busters to really answer back. They have a guardian in the middle of the map they have to get. They do have to get control of their waves. And they do have a walker on the far right that Venator is working on. Trying to retreat out. Looks like Yamato did see that there would be a silver rotating over. So he's coming over to help on out. There is a knockback available. Big lockdown from Mo and Krill. And Venator didn't get a chance to use his abilities there. And now Yamato's all by herself. And a 1v3. Do they get out? No way. Goes the high ground. Like in Curse. Bite coming out. Yamato below. I won't lie to you, man. Necros is pretty darn slippery. He's been on a 1v4 here for about 10-15 seconds. And if I'm him and yelling at my team, push waves, guys. There is a fight on the far left. Walker did go down as Archie was able to grab that. Necros finally getting cleaned up, and at this point, it's a staggered death. Paradox trying to come for a chase here. Coming around the kinetic carbon. Gets a slowdown. And now just needs to stay alive. Let their teammate clean it up. There it is. So they finally got him, but Archie's going to be okay with that because they did get the walker. So now 2 walkers are down, which is an additional, 8k souls going over to their pocket. But also the inventory spots becoming available on the bottom left. And they've naturally progressed themselves into the mid-game, right? 18, 20 minutes is where I would say the mid-game is starting to really unfold. Lane phase is about 8 minutes. 8 to 16 is early game for me as you're getting essential items to get your kit going. And then 18 to 20 minutes is where the mid-game starts hitting. And mid-game is where boss becomes a focus. And with them having so much map control here, they can afford to put Geist on what's called the soft side of the map or the weak side of the map, depending on what MOBA you play. So in this instance, I would probably put her on the far left or put her on the far right to put pressure on the walker. And then you can look at a mid-boss if you find a pick here and there, right? Because guys can trade so effectively. Lash currently above this entire fight. As there's an airdrop dropping down on Guy. She runs straight to the corners. Honestly, who is playing? Guys, Soro? Soro has really good understanding on how to back up. Now, he gets picked off here, but he's constantly running to cover. He's playing around chokes, jumping into corridors, which has really earned him a lot of time. Now, Tank Busters are starting to group up right now, and here's the issue with grouping up. They get the walker, which I'd love to see, but look at this. You're bleeding on the map from losing your walkers earlier. And every time a wave crashes, it's going to do damage to your base guardians. And it's getting slower and slower into your main base. So they got to figure out how to handle that. And they do have good tools to do that with. The first candidate immediately is Ivy, being played here by Deathy. Ivy has a global that is available every 45 to 55 seconds. All you have to do is not take damage, which if you're just clearing waves, you don't have to worry about, and you can cast it and be in a fight relatively quickly with the speed that she has on her. And due to how her kit works, no matter what you're building into, you can be effective no matter what. So leaving her on a lane is probably a main thing Tank Busters should be discussing right now. You can even just leave her if you wanted on the far right portion of the map with a walker, and then have your other power characters hold your middle and left side there. But they definitely closed the gap that was occurring earlier. Down about 5k souls, which is very negligible at this point. A little bit of a scuffle maybe happening here in the middle of the map. Mo and Krill trying to play around it, but Mina getting locked down. Sanguine Retreat will get her out. Here comes the silence as the werewolf has popped their ultimate, trying to go for the front line. Thinking about chasing in. Mina is up and above. And thanks to her movement, it looks like she may be able to get out of there. And she does. Meanwhile, Billy's wanting to drop off this urn turn in, but look at Warden, dude. Archie has been doing such a great job of controlling a lane. He's already pushed that lane here on the far right, which makes it harder for everyone on the opposing team to zip line in and help get this urn turn in, which means Billy was slowed down. And now they can go ahead and set up defense here. But look on the far left. Necros over here is setting up for a walker dive, and one cool thing about Yamato is due to shadow transformation, once you get a mid-wave crashing in here, you can literally just pop your ultimate and finish this off. Now, Geist is on the way to answer back, but I fear it might be a bit too late. Meanwhile, fight does break out here on the far right. Paradox goes for a swap, going straight in for Mo and Krill. Mo and Krill does have his ultimate, so he can turn around and force a fight at any point. Drops down the Scorn, goes up the barrel, and now grabs Billy. Billy now taken down, and that's 2 members destroyed here. Neko's trying to make a play, does make that play for the Walker. Guys just biding their time here as they get through the shadow transformation. Meanwhile, back at the other fight, Mo and Krill's gotten low on HP, but Mo and Krill don't care about no HP. He's able to get out relatively easy, and look at the bleeding once again. Macro continues to be the bane of tank busters. Base Guardians here in the middle, getting beaten up, and this is a free mid boss here for the big earners. They even start it right away, it looks like. Are they actually on there? I can't tell. It's kind of hard to tell with the minimap. And they're also running the urn. They are so far ahead. They are grabbing the urn and also working on the mid boss. Bonkers. Tank busters are aware of it, and they're going for a contest. They do have a lot of great ultimates. Swap comes in. Here comes a parry on the top side. Two of the rejuvenators actually go over to tank busters. Holy moly! They actually get the invade. Stone Golem being instrumental there. Billy ultimate as well. Incredible parry coming in. And Venator is just chopping through people. The big earners who were crushing on macro do not control the space well at all. And it costs them a mid-boss rejuvenator. Holy moly. What a comeback for them. And that is what the rejuvenator is all about. They grab the urn too that Midas took over. And I was gonna say it, man. I feel like Midas is having a hard game this round so far. His lash is really, really solid. I've played against it before, but it is not doing what it needs to. So that was an urn turn-in, a rejuvenator, multiple lanes being grabbed at the same time, and the macro strength of the big earners suddenly becomes mute. Yeah, there's one walker left in the middle of the map, and that's probably going to be a candidate for the tank busters to go work on. But now suddenly the opponents that you had pushed into the corner are able to take the entire map. Ivy's globals are coming online at the moment. And Bosm, who's out here playing Venator, is on a kill streak.
This late game team fighting call is kind of letting them down.
Wowzer.
So tank busters got here from just pure aggression. They just
So from here, big earners need to take a breath. That is one great luxury of being ahead in the game, is that you can afford a mistake or two. I would say probably one mistake with how these matches are starting to really align. But yeah, now you set up and just attempt to grab what you can. You need to get Venator healed up before you set up for the next fight. He's actually just farming with like 200 HP, which to be fair, he has full vision of what's going on. You have Paradoxes out over here on the side of the secret shop. And then of course you have your lanes in the middle, so you should be okay and don't have to worry about any damage coming towards you. And now the priorities shift. Who do you focus in the late game? For the big earner, things that you're trying to kill is probably Kelvin for his ultimate. If you can pick him up before he ults, team fight is won. And then Warden, who's starting to be really the damage dealer. And yeah, of course you want to keep guys contained. On the other side, you're trying to keep an eye on Yamato, but Yamato's starting to fall off. It's mid to late game here. Main focus is probably going to be Venator and Mina, who are quick and deadly in the late game.
This is a very interesting Ivy build, I must say.
Yeah, what was the Ivy build actually? Can we see it?
No gun spike, just Boundless Spirit Lightning Scroll.
Oh.
That's good enough for me.
Balance Spirit Lightning Scroll. Okay, so what that means is this Ivy is going for an ult drop.
That's all you need.
It did recently get nerfed, but the idea behind it is that you drop your ultimate on top of the opposing team, and then every instance of damage will also stun them a second later. So it's created to do a spirit bomb of damage, and then you want to cause chaos on the opposing side. And if anyone's a little bit too close to your teammates, you can just kind of eat them down.
Now Kelvin is picking up the urn, but the tank busters are already here in numbers, in full.
Urn turn in possibly happening.
You, of course, can just fly up.
Kelvin in position to jump in.
So, Kelvin,
Knockdown comes out, which will drop this Urn.
because of it.
Good thing he touched the ground, by the way. If you are getting knocked down, it's much better to make sure that it hits while you're touching the ground. If you're in the air, you get hit for 2 more seconds on top of it for a total of 4 seconds of being stunned. Yamato going in. Shadow form popped. Here comes the power strike. The lash comes in and slams. The lash grabs the high ground. Going full headshot build, by the way. QSS also available. Up and above. Wanted to go in for the slam, but decided against it as the number advantages were not in his favor and would have been hard for him to escape. Now, Warden is backdooring still. Currently in a 1v1 with Venator in the bottom right corner as TK Breezy does go down. Warden did get the base Guardians, but he's going to have to come back and set up for defense. There is 4 folks pushing his top left portion of the base, and you cannot lose a Shrine this early in the game. A Shrine, if it's deleted, will buff those minions pretty dramatically. And Tank Busters, man, after that mid-boss throw, has really regained their confidence and started to group up together. Paradox are working on the walker in the middle of the map here, too. Getting stunned out. I've been there. Don't worry about it. So this walker should be deleted pretty quickly because the Shrine's more important, right? Big earners can't afford to bring anyone over here to help out with the defense. And now the big earners have to make a decision. They just lost Geist. They can try and go for some defense, but they have to make sure they don't lose any more people. They don't want to stack their deaths. They do find a kill on Necros and Mina, so 2 immediate pickups, but they have to clean up their base. And so a few folks will be heading home and defending, so they hold their Shrine. What a game, dude. Tank Busters now ahead, 197k. There will be a mid-boss up in about 1 minute and 30 seconds, so everybody should be up and available for that. And that's probably the big area where the game will start to open up / be set up for an end, right? Called your win condition. So every team right now should be pushing out their waves, making sure they grab their side of the jungle, and then buying their power spikes. Quick look. Venator is certainly on right now. He has Glass Cannon, he has Vampiric, which is going to allow for him to get really good lifesteal. Every time he gets kills around people, he's building up more damage. He will lose 1 stack of that every time he dies, but right now he has not died since he picked up that up. He's got his Rapid Recharge and Cult Sacrifice, so he's a farming monster right now. Looks like he's just wanting to make sure that he can just throw out grenades like crazy, as his grenade and his 4 are built up.
Deal with this Warden. Is it just a case of throw everything at the Warden, ignore everything else, and hope to deal?
Yeah, I think that's the main focus here for big earners. Like, put enough damage on Mia to where she has to use her Sanguine Retreat, and then Venator needs to die. He is certainly the terrifying one here. He will slowly whittle down your team, because if you look at big earners and their composition, their comp is very frontline heavy, very robust, very stays alive for a long time. And Venator excels in that, right? His grenades, you get multiple charges of them, and they are area of effect, so you can kind of just like throw them around the opponent and spread them down and slowly burn them over time. And the big earners, yeah, they can take a couple of hits, but eventually they're going to get to a low portion of health, and that's when the ultimate comes out and starts cooking. And Mina gets really effective too. But on the other hand, too, big earners, if they can find a target and just kind of tidal wave through them with all their HP, they can certainly just lock down folks on Tank Busters, because there's a couple of squishy people there. I mean, even Billy, who is tank adjacent, is a bit behind on souls compared to the main carries. I mean, look at Archie. He's at 49,000 souls. And usually having one carry who has all the money and keep an eye on them and protecting them is way more beneficial than spreading out money across the board in a MOBA. So it's all in Archie's hand. He's Thanos. Stun does come out in his Geist, but I think Geist got that casting buff. And I think both of them actually went over to Big Earners. So Big Earners for the next 5 minutes will be able to fight, and fight well. Ultimate does come out here on the far left. It's going to be on top of Billy. And Billy does get deleted. Boger having a hard time out here. Oh my gosh, 2 down. Quick cleanups, dude. Good call from Big Earners. They got the buffs that they needed, realized that they had a massive lead on their opponents, and then went and chased down a kill.
gun buff.
Buffs are amazing, dude.
It goes really hard,
Use them.
especially on a build like
And so now mid boss is the main target. And the last time there was a mid boss call, I wanted to look at Pixie and see where their positioning was on Mo and Krill. It's essentially Mo and Krill's job to make sure that there's parrying going on and they're locking down targets that are trying to run down and grab this Rejuvenator. Now Mina is here, trying to go for some poke. Paradox comes out, wait for the swap. Big Vortex Web. Swap comes out, one Rejuvenator grabbed, parry is hit, and the Kelvin ultimate from TK Breezy, making it look easy. He locks down the Rejuvenator with the Ice Beam, and they will be able to grab all 3 of the Rejuvenators. Silver trying to chase down Mina here. Gets on top of her. Like and Curse doing well. Mina just trying to shoot a little pop gun here. Should have the same retreat relatively soon. There it is. Goes up, but she has nowhere to run to. Goes around the corner and gets deleted. Only Billy left here. Boger now coming back from his death sentence earlier and is like, hey, where'd everyone go? Now, big earners are behind about 6k farm, so you have a couple of options here with these large death timers after 30 minutes. Take the entire map, which is going to help you equalize on souls, or go start opening up their base. And I would say definitely go open up their base. You can leave one person to run an urn, no problem. You have a 5v2 pushed together. They work on the base guardians here and start jumping up on top of these shrines. First one down here on the far left, and the cool part too is they have great minion pressure. I like that a lot of these teams are pushing 2/3 of the lanes and getting them to the base before they're going for a push. This makes it really safe for you and also helps out with DPS. Now, Venator is trying his best here to get up and get some damage on people. Finds a headshot and will pop the Rejuvenator. 2 do go down, but they lost a Paradox in the mix, and Yamato is the next target. Yamato didn't even get an ult off because Mo and Krill was able to catch him. Great burrow here by Pixie. Locking down Yamato, not allowing her to pop her ultimate. And now defense is the name of the game here. 4 tank busters. Hidden King isn't going down at halfway. It's going to give them a 20-second reduction on the death timers, and of course the transforming is happening now. Mo and Krill thinking about going in, goes for a Warp Stone, knocks up Mina. Mina goes up and above. That's the final Rejuvenator taken. And now big earners are in a position where they're trying to end the game here. They're already starting to work on it. It begins to fall. 2 people need to get into the middle of this area to make the Hidden King invincible. Kelvin ultimate coming out too, which they can attack, but it does heal everyone up, gets them nice and tapped up. There we go. Here comes Billy as he charges in, does an entire combo. See how the Hidden King is going invulnerable when 2 people are here? They're trying to hold. Necros just spawns. Void moves in too, dropping the ultimate. They're trying to rotate out well. Pixie is getting low. There is 2 picks. Tank Busters are actually holding. Venator here on the front line. Turns around, gets damage top of the Warden, has the knockback, knocks him away. They are holding. There's only 3 of them left. But there goes the Shadow Transformation as Necros will get deleted here. Mo and Krill just dancing. Pixie really showing up here in the late game. There finally goes a Venador, and it's just Billy left out to try and hold the point. And I don't think he's going to win this 1v4. And he does not. Tank Buster loses all 6, and the big earners grab game number 1. Poof! That was a crazy game, dude. What's up, Kurt? I am excited to cast, bro. I am pumped.
So back and forth that whole game, but I will say that big earners really felt like they had most of the control on the macro side. Those late game buffs at the 30-minute mark really just gave them that advantage to go for that mid boss, to get even more, especially on that Warden. Getting that gun buff was just super huge, and it just ended up spiraling too out of control for the tank busters to handle.
Yeah, and it feels like every single angle that,
I feel like the Marvel Rivals team, Tank Busters, is like really good individually, but they just ignore macro. I feel like they don't know it, you know?
You're completely good.
It's very clear that they play like Overwatch Marvel Rivals strategically in terms of like knowing how to position their characters, but like they just don't even think about the money, you know? And the sole difference is they had an incredible boss fight in the Rejuvenator. That was nutty.
Going into the game too. What do you want?
That was very well done.
So I would bring out their phones right now, just put like a 5-minute recurring timer probably, just any time that there's buffs and earn. I mean, just it felt like big earners just had complete control of the macro game on that side, especially on those buffs and earns. Like every time they were just ready for them. And I think that's a coach just drilling it through their heads. Like, guys, you gotta
Nutty
be
like a
ready for this stuff.
professor.
Definitely. Okay. Well, on that note, Dandro and Soren, take it away. Break it down for us so we can become smarter and better at Deadlock. I need it.
Well, I'm glad that we have Soren on this desk because I'm not going to be the person saying things that make you a little bit smarter here. But what we can do, we can start to go over a little bit of that matchup. Soren, when we kind of look at that, it was looking pretty neck and neck. I was like, wow, this is actually a great matchup. Glad to see the Tank Busters, you know, kind of bouncing on back after that game number 1. But I think Tempu said it best. Maybe set a 5-minute timer on your phone. Have that thing ding every 5 minutes because it was just feel like all objective control, of course, from the big earners, just kind of from the sort of that early game all the way to the very end.
Yeah.
Well, it was back and forth, right? Big earners took a pretty big lead in the early game. We've got a lot of clips of them pulling ahead there, especially on the back of that silver. But then Tank Busters bring it all back with one good fight win in Urn, and then a contested mid-boss that goes their way, and it looks like they're in full control, right? And then suddenly, the late game win.
I'm curious what the players are saying.
Comes online in that Warden, and
Let's go see what the players are saying, chat.
The win condition that I was saying last game, you know, when you fall behind.
Like, I bet Boger's streaming this. Let's hear him. Oh, they're muted. Yeah, they're muted talking about strategy. He looks so dejected.
We had him by the balls.
Oh, there we go.
Squeeze that shit. This right here, dude, this game right here. Oof.
We had them by the balls. We said to squeeze that shit.
You should just call out like when you have
to
ulti,
lock
and if you
in.
can make a play with your ult, because we should really abuse that early
The thing
game.
is, I believe we made the right call to go for the Urn, but
yeah,
I guess I just don't go for it if the team isn't there.
But this is the thing, I don't have damage, and all I have is like my.
Like, I feel like when we're ahead, we should like keep up the pressure
Yeah,
instead
but we
of
can
letting
pause the
them
2v4 in a lane
cap stuff for free.
really quickly with your ulti.
It's my bad.
Team sounds dejected, bro. Would you sacrifice Deadlock for Infinite Chick-fil-A? No.
We're gonna play Urn.
Absolutely not.
It's my bad.
Chick-fil-A is so overrated. Yeah, it's good, but not that good. Yeah.
You gotta squeeze.
I was there, dude.
I know.
Scrotum in the palm of my hand, dude, and I just didn't fucking.
In and Out's pretty good. In and Out's a nice a cheap cheeseburger for high value. All right, I feel like I'm not getting much out of this. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a 1v1.
I honestly, because of how they play, I would coach them to be like, hey, if you want aggro lanes, let's draft aggro lanes. But if we're not going to draft aggro lanes, I need you guys to wait until they start fighting you, because you guys mechanically are solid, but you're not playing around the power spikes in a MOBA, and it's costing you games. So I would argue, hey guys, stop running it down, keep farming, never have more than 2,000 gold. If you do, go back and buy something, I don't care what it is, and then wait for the fight to come to you. And I feel like they would do so much better.
No, that's a good call out to be able to see there. This is where I think you're starting to see some of that coaching come on through.
Because they're there for sure.
What have we been able to do? I believe we interviewed all our coaches, and I'm pretty sure Piggy said that they are currently undefeated in scrims, by the way. So, I mean, maybe we're starting to see maybe some of that experience come on.
Undefeated in scrims.
Let's start to course correct after maybe some of these, maybe team fights that we thought would be a lot cleaner, but managed, aren't there, that's going on. But got a few more moments.
How do you like your chicken nuggets? Overdone? What the hell? I like my chicken nuggets toasted to where there's like not burn marks, but they're starting to brown really hard on the outskirts. That's the best right there.
Yeah, this is the next Urn fight, or maybe 2 Urn fights later. This is at 21 minutes. We see the Mo and Krill come in here, try and get something done. And by the way, once again, while we're fighting for the Urn over here on the left side this time, we've got Necros pushing up for the solo walker. And as we see this Urn fight play out here, just keep half a thought as to what's going on over on this left.
I thought this was a good call, but they shouldn't push this. Your main goal here is to keep this alive.
in, doesn't manage to get a combo, but that's a lot of resources used, right? Paradox Void.
Yeah.
Everything to try and get that, and goes down for it. The rest of this fight comes out big dome from the Kelvin, and then Big Earners, I believe, managed to take that one mostly on
That animation's so sick where it like punches down.
already dunked, and so again, this is that earn play kind of coming in for Tank Busters. They're at least getting those dunks and then maybe a couple of kills onto it as well. So this is where a lot of the value of high-level team play comes in, is around those earns.
Yeah, and it kind of feels like that was one of those first fights that we saw where it was really like, you know, you would get a great paradox swap, awesome. Onto this moment,
Okay, I
completely out
think
of position,
I
you're
need
gonna
to get ready for call time here, chat.
He's like half HP and he's ready to go right back on.
So I might just host them.
That's there, and that's where you kind of start to feel like, okay,
And then just get ready, because my call time is in 15 minutes.
and figure it out. But the one big point of contention was sort of these mid fights that we had, right? It felt like it was two different sort of mid sort of fights that we saw go on through. Talk about the first one and what that meant for this game.
People around here line up for Chick-fil-A. If I have to spend 30 minutes in line for fast food, then I'm out. There are In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A have double lane drive-thrus out here in California. And people will literally just be stuck on the road waiting. To be fair, they are pretty quick.
We pointed out how many damage items she has down here. The
But I'm also of that same thought process.
For Tank Busters, and this is where they started to take control.
If I can make the chicken sandwich in a faster time, I'd rather just make my own.
Later on, comes in with the Yamato and manages to clean things up. 5 kills for Big Earners, but look who didn't get killed. It's Archie in that fight. The Warden, the sole survivor for Big Earners, and that's the person who needs to stay farmed, so it's crucial that he didn't die there.
Yeah, you're only down 2,000 souls at that point if you are, you know, basically the Tank Busters, right? After kind of staring up at this lead ahead of you the entire time. Being able to win that fight was absolutely massive. But, Soren, we got to talk about the second mid-contest that then happened not too long after that one. Because, man, it definitely was, I think, a little bit of a different story this time around.
Yeah, this time you see the AoE come in from the Paradox Bombs, but it doesn't go the same way as before because Archie is at 52,000 at this point in the game. Late Game Warden is online.
Yep.
Tank Busters not as effective in this fight. There's just too much, even with the Ivy Kudzu coming in and locking everybody down. Big Earners, this is their big turnaround. Again, it's off the back of this mid-boss, and Alrin tries to make something happen with the silver. It doesn't get as much value, but I mean, it's already over. Like the rest of Tank Busters have already gone down. Big Earners, this is the one that at least ensures the rest of the team doesn't fall behind large enough that Archie's lead doesn't matter. So this is the point that really seals things for them in my mind. There's nobody from Tank Busters who's fed enough to deal with this Warden, and the rest of the team isn't far enough behind that they can just focus the other 5. So at that point, started to really fall for Tank Busters.
Yeah, great recap of sort of map number 1 here between these two teams. We got to start talking about map number 2, Soren.
Map 2, baby.
Let's get ready. Let's hop on into it to tee up game number 2. I mean, this feels like this is the second draft in a row, right? Where we've watched some sort of kind of idea come out from the Tank Busters, but really nothing, it felt like, set in stone. Whereas maybe there's a little bit more synergy on the other side. As we get ready to hop into this draft, what are maybe some things you're looking to change from Tank Busters as we watch our first wave of bans come on through?
I want to see Silver. I want to see Tank Busters remember that this character exists.
Yeah, true.
I don't care. Stop letting the other team have it 6 pick. Like,
just ban it. If you can't play it, ban it. They really hate Mirage.
Absolutely,
but it makes sense, dude.
And they aren't really prioritized.
Their macro isn't good enough to let a Mirage go through.
Second pick, I feel like that's kind of mandatory.
You can't react against a Mirage.
Metagame it a little bit, have some sort of counterplay there, but Big Earners are gonna first pick the Lash. Actually, that one's surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean, apparently Midas just feeling good about it. They liked it in that last game. You know, nothing, not a super crazy performance out of Midas that's there, but sometimes having somebody on that comfort pick. Maybe it's just all you need to have.
I mean, Lash lets him shot call.
Like, is Lash really worth a ban right now? Probably not. So maybe you're okay giving it away for free. But for the Tank Busters side, they're going to be the ones to actually pick up. They're going to grab that Lady Geist as well as the Mo and Krill. Do you think they've probably had enough of dealing with the Mole Man? They say we're just going to pick it ourselves finally.
Perhaps it's been a
playing all day. I'm esporting, bro.
In the past couple of months, started to
esporting.
These teams today are really prioing it. The guys,
though,
I
the
want
Graves.
To see some more value from Tank Busters. I want to see
early pick, huh?
A little bit because
it hasn't really gotten enough value. I want to see them start to prioritize a bit more in the farm so that they can be that late game.
I think Graves is a brilliant pick here.
Other side of things, we're seeing their late game come online with this Graves tank buster.
Like, if your opponent can't macro, just play Graves.
Mid-stage ban. So this
Play
time it comes through in the first half, not able to ban it away. So we'll see if big earners are able to get value out of that, and they pick the Billy as well for, again, combining with that latch to get some big team fight sort of group up.
Yeah, big team fight group up. Of course, that Graves can kind of, kind of solo a lane. Sometimes it feels like just be a nuisance with that Gravestone. We see the Yamato come out from the Tank Busters yet again.
Graves counter is movement speed.
I think in that last game, maybe potentially looking to run it back here in game number
Graves'
2.
counter
Trying
is
to maybe push forward on it.
Yeah, flanking her.
Maybe they have an idea of how they can answer some of this stuff.
She struggles
But
with flanks.
We do see also now the Kelvin ban come on through finally.
Smart.
Maybe yet again, is that one of those bans that we're seeing, Soren, just because of maybe just some of the previous games? It's just like a, hey, I'm sick of dealing with this character. Please get it away from me.
I think so. We've seen several impactful Kelvin domes.
Necros on Yamato, yeah.
Busters, and I don't think they've shown anyone who would be comfortable on that hard support role. We saw 5 up on the Rim. They picked Ivy in the other games so far.
A Rim ban?
Rim not going to be available this time for 5.
They're trying to stop the Rim Yamato combination.
The hard support in the realm of Kelvin is really their play style, so they're at least going to make sure that big earners can't take it away. So now that leaves the question of, do these teams want to play a support? And if so, are they going to go with Paige or Ivy?
Yeah, I think this is a great call. Venator coming in third game.
Soren reminds me of someone, and I can't put my finger on who.
5 last game. Maybe potentially. I mean, that's definitely an upward trend from what we saw from
Typical Spider-Man main. That's right. Just locking it in.
I mean, he was also the most farmed on their team when it comes to souls, right? So maybe it just feels like, hey, if we can sort of tee you up a little bit more, we can be A-OK. Maybe we can get you to that time where you can finally feel
big
like
earners is like, they are literally with their draft, they're saying, can you guys macro? I don't think so.
Again, it's the story of can Tank Busters
Just literally picking characters that are going to be able to wave clear, be on their own, roam as needed.
So it's not 2 in a row for Tank Busters.
They are very clearly focused on doing macro with sinners, grabbing waves, being on point with buff timings.
He's going to be a threat. Can you find someone to match that? Or are you picking Yamato and Mo here to just dive him and make sure that he doesn't do that?
Ooh, the Doorman's interesting.
Ooh, okay, I'll get to that in a second. Ivy.
I'm going to let you go, Soren, because that is a choice.
Ivy is going to be, again, more teamfight utility. There's a lot of space control here on big earners. Billy, Lash, Graves, Ivy, AoE, group up. Make sure that Tank Busters can't just comfortably deathball you and in turn make them come into your space. So Tank Busters, on the other hand, pick up the Doorman, who, I mean, there's a lot of ways that this could go for Doorman, right? He's had multiple revolutions of how he's played in the last couple of weeks since the big patches. So I'm gonna let our casters honestly handle what
the
happens
Doorman. I love the Doorman, dude.
Doorman, or we're gonna leave that to the page and have this be a pick Doorman or a bell Doorman. Could honestly be anything.
Oh, it could be anything.
Viscous.
Who we see who rounds
Smart.
out for the big
Can cube any targets coming out so they can't follow up with full damage.
This feels a little scary from the big earners, Soren. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just
interesting.
Kind of looking at it, we saw how big a warding.
Interesting. All right, chat. I'm going to host their stream because I need to get ready for the cast, and my call time is in a few minutes. But thank you guys for watching with me. I will be doing a stream tomorrow, watching these matches. Okay. So let me get this pulled up here real quick. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're gonna host them. And then I will be casting on the next match, and then tomorrow we'll be watching the finals and stuff here on my stream. Okay? Sound like a plan? Sound good? All right. I'll see you there soon, Kurt. I'll see you soon, bro. Enjoy. Did that host go through? I don't even know if it went through. Feel free to spam Trick S's in there. Let them know I'm still alive. Okay? And living. And here's the stream in case the host didn't go through. I don't know, man. It can be kind of weird in that regard.
Well, hey, if you are the
okay, let's get the raid going.
Right now, because you are down 0-1 in this series.
Make sure you're typing, chatting, getting your life in. All right, see you guys then.